Old School Friday. That shit's fucking funny.
Hey,
Fucking old school tripping, man.
That's
That's just for you.
Show him what's on the screen so you can see it.
Oh, here, look. So they got
We got all the movie channels.
You press here, look,
It's on
and it's
real
got
MLB,
oh.
NBA,
Here, look, check it out.
NHL.
It's like a fire stick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It is a fire stick.
NFL Sunday Ticket, everything.
It's Old School Friday.
Welcome to the Wind Up Podcast, brought to you by C4 Bag Company, Issa Cookies, Ferrari Michelada Mix, and Rick's Web Design. I'm your host, Steve Medina, along with my godson, Junior Aguilar, who I baptized this morning about 9 o'clock on WhatsApp. Also here with Julio Ramirez, our producer, and we got a special guest right now, which is Big Country Jose. How you doing, Big Country?
Pretty good.
How you doing, my man?
Shit, man, we just trying to make it.
Yeah, right. Hey, glad you're here. We'll get to you in a little while, but you're here because, one, you brought us some food, so that's always appreciated.
Yeah.
I saw Country today on Facebook talking about a brisket, and I was so mesmerized by Frank the Tank's brisket that I needed to see an actual brisket. So I said, hey, Country, bring me some. And I was just BSing, right? And the Country, man, hey, send me the address. I'll be there. And I was like, oh man, shoot. So couldn't pass that up. So Country's here. He also picked up his fungo that I've been having for a while. So thank you, Country, and we'll talk about the brisket here in a little while. Junior, how you doing? You were at the baptismal this morning. How'd you think it went? It went pretty good, huh?
Early.
Hey, that was
Yeah,
funny,
it was
Early baptism.
It was early, yeah. So what happened this morning was this. I woke up and I'm usually, so Junior calls me old school because I wake up and I'll be texting these dudes about 5 o'clock in the morning. And so I'm on this Amazon 000 series. And now it's a good series. The only thing I don't like about it with Amazon, you only get 8 episodes.
What?
So you're getting into it, and then
You gotta pay?
you gotta wait 12 months.
Hell nah. You got to do it like me. Wait till the show's over and then watch it.
Well, yeah, but it came out. So that's what Amazon does. They just board it out, 8 episodes, boom, you bang them out, and then you got to go find something else. So I was watching it last night, and then I fell asleep, and I woke up late. But then when I woke up, I saw these text messages, and I'm like, man, dude, these dudes are waking up so early. Let me get on it. So Junior wants to call me old school early in the morning. So then I just baptized him, Country. I just went at him.
Old school tripping today.
Yeah, I
man.
was tripping this morning, but I baptized him. He's now my godson, and we'll post the pictures later on in his little white suit and me pouring water on him and everything. So
Oh man, that's so funny.
so that,
Hey,
Old school
congratulations.
Friday, man.
yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah, I know. We're gonna have a party, man. We're gonna have a party probably after the coronavirus is over.
Yep.
We're gonna have a little party out here in the back country.
Hell yeah.
You're more than welcome. And so that's what we're doing. Julio, how you doing?
Doing good.
You ready to go?
Doing great.
My godson, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing awesome, man.
I like the shades, dude.
It's Old School Friday.
Old School Friday, right?
It's
Yeah.
going down.
Old School Friday, yeah.
Old
So
School Friday. Yeah.
so it's going down. My man, Big Country, how you doing, my man?
Man, doing really good, man.
Get a little closer.
Doing really good.
Good. Hey, listen. So and then he puts up the picture on the.
yeah. It's Old School
So
Friday.
they're putting up the picture when we're at the best benefit that I've ever been to.
Oh, we
Old school
we
ABC
killing-
Mike and Force. Oh my God, that was, and I think I mentioned it probably about 5-6 months ago. That was the best, most organized benefit that I have ever been to.
Yeah, Junior.
And I'm not even going to talk about, and that's without even talking about the food.
Yeah.
Man, that food was, man.
It was a bomb.
Oh shoot, dude! Everything was good that day. Everything. And so I still remember that was maybe what 5, 6, 7 years ago. It's been a while.
My kid's 11, so it was when he was 7. So
Okay,
yeah,
so about 4 or 5 years ago.
4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, man. Hey, the best one, dude. Best one. And it was hot as hell that day too.
Oh, it was hot. Yeah.
It was hot. So I still remember how good it was, even though it was hot. Me and Country. Well, so Country, I think, was delivering something that day. Were you delivering food,
Nah,
or
I
were
was
you
on
doing
the line.
waters?
I was
Oh,
on the
you're-
line. I was on. Hey, look at that picture.
I was on the
we
line
were
too.
the
If I'm
man.
going by, if I'm going by the pick, I was on the line. So Country went somewhere, right? We had a little dispute on Facebook. So we come back, and then Country starts taking over. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm in the restaurant business. I used to be in the restaurant business. I know what I'm doing. He's like, hey, man, this is how you serve a plate and all this and all that. I'm like,
Ooh.
man, come on, man. But being the guest that I was, I listened to Country, and so he's here today. Tell us about the brisket that you brought us. Who cooked it? What's going on?
Well, his name is Humberto. It's one of the twins. Him and his brother both have a food truck.
Toro's Barbecue, right?
Toro's Barbecue.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They be getting down, and man, we just got to support it.
Yeah, I went to. Okay, so I didn't know they cooked the brisket for that benefit until Junior told me, or
Okay.
maybe you told me.
Yeah.
Somebody told me, but they were posted up over here off of Broadway at some daiquiri thing, maybe like last year, maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I went there and I bought some fries and some other stuff. Man, sucker was going down. And I never knew. But I followed them on Facebook, and I don't know how we started following each other on Facebook, man. But them twins be getting down, man.
Yeah.
They're good. So you know?
Yeah.
Good people?
Well, I've met him from that
Okay.
day. From that day on, I just kept on supporting. Whenever I could buy some brisket from him, I'd buy it from him.
I see that they got that big old family platter of pasta. And have you ever seen it on Facebook?
No.
Where they have the big old like fettuccine, and they have
Ooh.
shrimp, and they have sausage, and they have something else. Man,
That sounds good.
yeah. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
No, man. I'm
Sounds great.
gonna show y'all a picture later on, and maybe we should buy one for like next week or something.
Hell yeah.
Where
Well,
are they located at? Where's he at? They on
Close towards downtown.
okay. So Junior, you can go pick it up.
hell yeah. Midtown.
Yeah,
Midtown Junior.
Yeah. Hey, so what are we doing, man? I mean, select ball season. What's
It's,
the deal?
it's done, bro. It's a wash.
You think it's done? What do you think Darren's doing right now?
Man, Darren.
You think he's pacing back and forth?
I mean,
Doing
I know.
push-ups.
Hey, I know.
Doing
Yeah,
push-ups?
yeah. There you go. He's doing the push-ups,
Doing
man.
push-ups? You think is he at Baseball USA? What is he fixing the field? What's he doing?
He's at the rack, baby. He's putting the lights up.
Hey, this would be the best time to fix all them fields up.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Do
Get
you
the
actually
grass
think that's
growing.
going to happen?
I hope so.
So what do you think?
Nice. It would be nice, but it's not going to happen.
Well, they did start doing some stuff to Baseball USA before the Super NIT.
Okay. Well, it's a start.
Yeah, it's a start.
That's good.
It's a start. So, do you think that that's going to continue, or what do you think?
Man, I hope so.
Country, what do you think?
Ain't no money coming in. Can't do nothing without no money.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
Man.
I am liking the $1.55 gas I put in today.
Oh,
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm not liking that.
Damn.
Well, okay. So
155. Where at?
Costco, Sugar Land.
Oh, God.
Not liking that at all.
Okay, so I'm liking the 155 gas I did, and then like I told Country, then I went and go check my bank statement, and I saw my 401k, one of them, and then I started crying. I said, "Man, let me get out of this mess, man. Taking a
Yes.
beating,
Yeah.
taking a beating, man. So shit, I'm gonna have to work at some of these restaurants or something afterwards. But man, a lot of restaurants, man. I mean,
It's coronavirus time, baby.
coronavirus is killing
You
everybody.
heard Cardi
man.
B?
What did she say?
I don't know. She said it's serious.
So do you think after the coronavirus, how do you think select baseball is going to be? You think
Everybody's going to play fall ball.
everybody's going to play football?
Everybody's going to play fall ball.
Okay,
Is
so-
that the new spring ball?
Yeah, I
Yes, sir.
believe so. I believe
Man,
so.
You need to start getting your
I-
teams
dude,
ready now.
I even think Nations is going to be full.
Nations?
Nations going to
Yeah,
be full.
everybody.
What do you
is.
think
The
about that
grind.
first tournament that's
The
going to
first
start up?
tournament?
Is it going to be like
Ooh.
as big as NIT?
I hope so.
With local?
I hope so.
That would be nice.
I'm thinking in May. I'm thinking in May because
No, the state tournament?
I don't know.
State tournament's in May, ain't it?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So when do you think people are coming back? I don't know.
You got to stay ready, man. If you're not ready by now, that's Steve's favorite line.
And if you ain't ready, you ain't ready.
Yeah, just like Junior said, if you're not ready, even though we're not going to play till August,
You think it's going to be
it's
August?
going to be August. No more, no World Series, no nothing, no more this year.
Hey, at least we get to save some money on the bright side.
Yeah, you sure right about that.
Sure. So,
Yeah, but you can start spitting it as soon as.
man, I'm telling you,
Hey,
you need to
when
start
do we-
recruiting right now.
When do we get the checks? That's what I want to know. We getting checks?
May 1st.
Got approved today.
How do you get approved? What'd you
No,
do?
no, they got the
Oh,
they passed
okay.
it to the house.
That's only if you make less than 75 G's.
Oh, for real?
Really?
I didn't even read on that.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't reading none of that. I'm just waiting for my check.
Steve's
Oh,
out.
I'm out.
Steve's out. This is Steve.
Dude, the last week I
Yeah,
said I
I'm
was
out.
going to the outlet. I was going to buy a big screen TV. I was going to buy
Hell
some
no.
shoes.
Nope. Nada.
Nothing.
Man, okay.
Don't worry, man.
That's terrible. Well, hey, but if it goes to people that need it, then you
Yeah,
know
for
that's
sure.
that's always going to be a good thing, especially these restaurant workers. Man, I went to Chick-fil-A today, dude. It was like empty. That never happens.
Man, Chick-fil-A need to open up on Sundays now.
Nah, they got.
They have to, bro.
They're
Sundays was for church. Church ain't happening right now. Might as well open it
virtual
up.
church on the web.
Oh yeah, I seen that. That's crazy. Everybody's doing that now.
School, churches.
What do you think? Life is gonna change a little bit after this?
What do you mean?
We're talking about it. It's
Oh,
off
yeah.
topic, like at work, like
Yeah, I think so, man. I
a lot
think so.
more computers and.
We're gonna have a lot more clean people.
Yeah, everybody's cleaning their hands now. Everybody's walking around with sanitizer like me right here. You know what I think is going to change is I think the school system's going to change now, because now you're getting all these people online doing classes. I think that's going to be a little bit more prevalent moving forward. There was a topic yesterday on the page about high school baseball and what we're going to do. Man, I think that's done.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's done.
What about college football? I heard that might be done too.
Oh, I heard about that.
Man.
I hope not.
Man, it's still too early.
Nah, listen, they ain't messing with football.
NFL?
The NFL's gonna play. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Mark it down, Julio. If all this was
Hell
happening
yeah.
during football season,
If they do, it's gonna be like the wrestling now, where nobody's gonna be there. It's just gonna be the players.
I was saying, yeah. I was watching that
Oh,
wrestling. It was
excuse
kind of boring.
It's
but
kind of weird, huh?
yeah, it was, but it was good, man. But so I think high school is gonna, and I don't know this for a fact, but I think high school's done. Country,
Yeah, high school's done.
high school's done, dude. Like, and I don't want to repeat myself, but if they canceled the state basketball tournament, they don't care about Rayburn and Pasadena playing. And I'm just using those two schools just because. So I think it, man. Hey, man, that's hey, shit. Man,
And is that three?
man.
That's three. That's
This is what's happening. I sprayed cologne before. If I spray too much, I start sneezing.
That's three. So yeah, I think that's done. I think, man, I'm gonna say Select comes back in maybe June.
In June?
What do you think? Okay, so let me ask you a question. So in April, do you think the schools are going back to school?
No.
Okay,
School's done too.
I'm with you on that.
I feel bad for the seniors though. I really
Yeah,
do.
for sure.
I do too, man. I do too. But guess the parents are gonna save money on no graduation pictures. Well,
Well, that's probably already spent.
you think so?
Oh man, I know several people that have already bought the cap and gown.
They're still gonna have the
prom
party.
dress.
Party still going on?
I don't know.
And I'm gonna try to get out of getting some gifts. I'm like, nah, man, Corona, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. So, high school's done. I'm thinking Select's not gonna come back until. When do you think Select's coming back, Junior?
Man, I think. Look, I honestly, I've been hearing a lot of rumors, but I think. I'm just gonna say, like, I know everybody's optimistic, but just the way it's going here and like in the U.S. and stuff like that, I'm gonna say spring is done.
Spring is done.
Yeah, I mean, look, just don't expect it. If it happens, man, I'm all for it.
Okay.
But I just have a feeling that Houston's gonna be one of those last cities to shut down, and it's gonna turn into like I Am Legend, and then
Damn.
everybody for themselves.
You've been watching way too many movies
too
this
many.
week.
I finished Netflix
Way
today,
too
bro.
many.
But no. Honestly, I'd say, man, if we get started up in June, that'd be awesome for sure.
Yeah. Hey, Thomas Johnson, I'm hearing the direct opposite of that. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I think UIL is going to make that announcement sometime in April when school's going to go back. But that's going to suck. But, for me, hopefully, I think whatever format they come up with, if it starts up again, then I think it's going to be like the Wild Wild West. The better teams are going to end up winning. It's going to be a lot of one-game playoffs, all that. That's what I'm thinking.
Man, I mean, we'll see.
It's going to be 2 hours to figure out if you could beat that other team or not. I mean, you know what I mean? And so we'll go from there. But the topic that everybody wants to talk about is Select Baseball.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I saw a post today about that. They're trying to do a 12U tournament. Where at?
In Space Coast in Florida.
At Space Coast in Florida?
12U Nationals.
All right.
Something like
When
that.
is that? That's in June or July?
I didn't really late July.
I didn't really pay attention to it because we ain't going there. Nothing against that tournament. It's just, if we get back into playing, then, we have I'm assuming we're going to fulfill our schedule. And Florida's not on there.
Well, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's the reason why. But are they limiting the teams? I think they're only going to have like 60 or 80 teams.
84 teams.
84 teams?
That's a lot of
Did you
teams.
see that,
No.
Country? Yeah, that's for 12U.
So it's like a sign up, I guess. Whoever signs up first.
Man, I don't know. I need to go back and read it. I vaguely saw it today as I was doing something, but I didn't go back to it. But I think they're going to get teams because I think that's going to be an option because the June World Series, man, they're in jeopardy of not happening.
Yeah.
Now, we all know they're going to wait till the last possible moment to cancel.
Nope.
And so, I'm in fear of so our team is scheduled to go to the perfect game in the middle of June.
That's not happening.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's not happening. But I don't know. And so, I don't know. What do you think?
We're scheduled to play with the 7U Deer Park Spikes in Louisiana. That's not going to happen.
Sulphur?
Sulphur.
That's the best one, bro.
Yeah, for 7U,
I missed
yes.
that.
Yeah.
I missed that.
I hate it.
And then for our
What?
13U, we're going to Steamboat, Colorado.
Man, I need to be on that one.
Yeah. So,
I definitely need to be
so
on that
far,
one.
that one's still go.
Yeah, so.
All right,
I
so
don't know.
okay, guys, so we have our guest. He has checked in. He's in the building, and I'm gonna let Steve introduce him.
We're coming on the line right now is Mr. Geoff Blum from the Houston Astros. How you doing, sir? Oh, we're doing excellent. Thank you for joining us on the Wind Up Podcast. Right now we're just talking about select baseball, and we'll segue into talking to you right now. But when do you think baseball is going to come back? Do you know, or have an idea?
I wish I knew. There's a lot of it's probably the lack of information that is most concerning for a lot of us, both as a family and a baseball family. So I think once we can nail down some strong numbers and get a better idea of what's going on, I think that'll enhance the opportunity. But if I had to put money on it in Vegas, I would say June 1st.
June 1st. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. But so let me ask about you. So what are you doing now? I mean, you just like everybody else except for us, hanging out at the house?
Yeah, I'm doing the best I can to hold down my couch and make sure it doesn't float away, which has always been a good thing. We trying to entertain the kids is probably the hardest thing. A lot of home workouts, trying to stay in some kind of shape. And I've pretty much read every article on the internet I possibly can about baseball season. And then I'm not a big streamer of TV shows, but I've tried to get into a couple of them, and reading has been a nice key that helps me, really helps encourage a nap.
Well, I tell you, with everything that's going on, unfortunately, I'm the opposite of you. I think I'm watching every show that's coming on any kind of stream, and I find myself falling asleep at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then waking up like at 10 o'clock, just like really, really tired, and then I eat a little bit. And then I start watching something else, and it's just unreal. But what I tell people is, I don't. Hopefully, we will never have another time like this in our lifetime. But I'm trying to enjoy it because this is just unprecedented. So I'm gaining weight. I'm watching stuff. I have an affection for those little bitty mini chocolate donuts that you buy at the store. Man, I can't get enough of those things, man. So once everything finishes, I'm gonna have to get back on a training regimen. So I don't know.
Hey, Geoff. This is a Junior right here with the Wind Up Podcast. Real question. You used to be a former Astro, and you were in the league for quite a bit. You're now into the TV side of things. I know you're an Astros fan. How excited are you for this season coming up? Especially when we had all this kind of commotion, drama, virus, everything happened this offseason. MLB announced that they're going to shorten up the season. How does this play and factor towards the season coming up? How do you think the Astros are going to do?
I think they're going to do just fine. It's going to be really interesting to me to see how they handle it, because if you have 100 to 120 games, as a player who has played many 162 games, if you start playing 2/3 of the season, it feels like a sprint to the end of the season. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys handle it. But to your first question about how excited, I'm incredibly excited. The last 4 or 5 years of being an Astro fan, after dealing with 2012, 13, 14, and then they sneak into the playoffs in 15, and obviously they hold up the title in 17, and there's a genuine enthusiasm around the team. And, being in my position now, and understanding how good these guys are. I love being around them. I like being around guys who are successful. These guys are very successful. They're very good people. And I like being around guys who, when they start talking about the game, because they talk about it a little bit differently when they're winning as much as the Astros do. And they push each other. They encourage each other. Their techniques are different. So it's constantly a learning curve for me to go out there and see what they're doing. But I anticipate the West being tough. But I do anticipate the Astros winning the West and getting into the playoffs again. They're that good. The offense, top to bottom, 1 through 9, is one of the best in the league. And then you've got Verlander and Greinke at the top. Lance McCullers, he's got to be, stewing right now, knowing that he had a chance to start this season in the rotation. It's got to get pushed back a little bit after he took all of last year off.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm excited and I'm happy that you brought up McCullers, man. I'm a big fan of Lance McCullers. We've done a lot of media greets with him, with the kids and all that good stuff. But he's just a genuine Houston guy, who I call a Houston guy. He rides for the city. He's hungry. How do you think he's going to do coming off Tommy John?
I think if he's able to temper his excitement, he's going to do very well. It was a really unique opportunity for him in his rehab process to be able to get stronger. Obviously, he's going to be more mature, which is, going to show up when he gets on the mound with his presence. But I think the opportunity to rehab and maybe not reconstruct a delivery, but just make some subtle, adjustments to his delivery to protect that elbow, number one, but also to become a little more streamlined towards home plate. And listening to his interviews in spring training, he put a lot of emphasis on his delivery, shortening up that arm swing so he could be a little more efficient going towards home plate. We saw some good fastballs, well-located fastballs in spring training. The curveball is never going to leave him. And that's what's great about Lance, too, is that he has the curveball in the tank, and that's kind of the security blanket. If the fastball gets away, he always has the curveball to go to. And he was also talking about how that changeup is going to be for him this year with that little more simplistic delivery, which is going to be a lot of fun to watch and see him develop that third pitch. But, man, if there's anybody who has just wanted to go out there and compete at this level and kind of be that bulldog in a rotation, it's definitely Lance McCullers. I know he's got to be excited about getting back out and playing.
Oh, yes, for sure. I am a big fan of Jose Urquidy. How big of a season do you think he has coming off? He did a phenomenal job in the World Series. I thought he pitched spectacular. He's only going to get better. What do you think about Jose Urquidy this season?
I love him. I think he's great. And what he showed me last year in the time that he got called up was very impressive. He's just he'll be 2 years removed now from his Tommy John surgery. And what was interesting about him is he doesn't have that, that high velocity fastball like a Justin Verlander or a Garrett Cole. He's kind of a guy that hovers around 93, 94, but he does a very good job of locating it. And I love that he's not afraid to pitch in the zone with his fastball. There was a game last year where he came in and pitched against the Oakland A's and started just busting their right-handed hitters inside. And it kind of, what's great about that is it tells you how much a guy trusts his fastball, but it also gives you an inside look into the mentality of a guy that isn't afraid to pitch. And that's a part of the reason I love Jose Urquidy, is because he's got great secondary pitches. He's got a pretty good slider. His changeup is, probably his second best pitch. But the way he competed late in the season, and A.J. Hinch wouldn't have pitched him in the World Series if he didn't have that kind of confidence in Urquidy and the mentality and the stuff to go out there. And he went out there and dealt in Washington during the World Series against a very good lineup. All those things just add to the foundation of what Jose Urquidy could be. So I'm excited to see him go out there and pitch. I love he's got that kind of fiery mentality, but kind of keeps it hidden underneath that beard and just goes after guys.
Yeah, definitely. I have a question for you right here. I've heard, on ESPN and MLB and all this good stuff about the season being short or potentially being canceled. If this is true, there's a possibility we've seen the last of George Springer. How devastating is that to the team and to the city, do you think?
Are you asking me as a fan, or are you asking me as a broadcaster?
As a fan.
Well, I can answer in both senses, because as a fan, I'm going to be, I hate to say devastated, but I think he's a generational type talent or player. I think he's a generational type guy. I think that he's one of those guys that, as a fan of watching him come up through the system, we've all kind of latched on to the prospect of George Springer being in the big leagues. And then once he finally got here, we latched on to him even more because we got to see how good he actually was at this level. And then all of a sudden you see the smile. You see the energy he brings to the dugout. You see the energy he brings on defense. You see the smile that he gives to fans as he sees them in the stands. And then you see what he does as far as the charitable aspect with the stuttering and the speech impediments. He does the interviews, he grinds through them, and he gives you just such a very good example of what you want your kids to be, what you want your daughter's husbands to be. And so that's where you kind of get attached to him, and that's where you kind of say you could be devastated if he does move on. But it's been an absolute pleasure to watch him play, talk to him as a human being. And as a broadcaster, you better damn well believe that if he does leave, I'm going to have a hard time watching him hit some Springer dingers for somebody else because I love watching that guy play.
Oh, definitely, for sure. Again, Yordan Alvarez, he was one of the best, I think, players coming out last season. I think he was a little bit rough at the start of the postseason, but it settled down in World Series and really came through. I know you're excited about Yordan. What do you think of him coming up this season?
First and foremost, a phenomenal talent. He kind of exceeded that whole prospect status that we thought of him because he was dropping bombs in Round Rock. And then you kind of wonder if he's going to have a little bit of a lull when he gets called up. But, man, that guy didn't miss a step. He came out hitting bombs all over the place and then hitting them into the third deck in Minute Maid Park. So it was prodigious power. The only concern I have with him is the ability to play defense and then some of the nagging knee injuries that we heard about in spring training. You know, these young guys like that, sometimes it takes them a little while to adjust to the marathon of playing 162 games. He's another guy that's going to benefit from a shortened season, possibly this season. So I want to see him get a little bit stronger on the lower half. And I think that if he does get stronger on his lower half, he's only going to become that much more powerful at home plate because he's got great coverage, great discipline, and an uncanny ability to get the barrel to the baseball. And some of his mistakes go farther than normal guys' power home runs.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, I got a question for you, Ms. Blum. I want to talk about the broadcast team. You guys look like you're having a lot of fun during the games. How much time do all of y'all spend when it's not game time? Do you spend a lot of time together?
I'm gonna tell you a secret right here. We can't stand each other.
Well, it's coming across bad then.
No, I'm kidding. That's a complete bold-faced lie.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you have the opportunity to crack a joke like that because everybody, like you guys just said, you know when you're watching the game that we love watching baseball. We love calling baseball. I do miss TK and Julia quite a bit. TK, we play golf with him throughout the course of the off season. We're exchanging texts. We're calling each other. So I keep in touch with TK that way. And then Julia, you know, Julia and I, man, she's like the little sister that I never had. So it's been kind of fun to start our careers as Astros together in the broadcast business in 2013. So we've really developed, you know, kind of a family atmosphere with her and my girls. And she's very good friends with my wife. And then you introduce Matt Clark, her husband, into the situation. And I get along with him great. He grew up in the same area I did in Southern California. So there's this bond there. But it's kind of funny that you say that because we started, might have been about 4 or 5 years ago. It was 3 years ago. And we had a mini Super Bowl party. And it was literally me and my daughters and my wife. And I said, man, I got to text Julia and see what she's doing and see if she's available. And she, as I'm getting ready to text her, she texts me and goes, what are you guys doing today? And I said, come over to the house. We don't know what we're doing. We're just going to watch some football, eat some good food, and hang out. So now it's become a little bit of a tradition with Julia and her husband to come over to the house on Super Bowl Sunday, which is a lot of fun. And we obviously see them frequently throughout the course of the year.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. I got and something else I just want to ask, just for myself. How much time do you put on going towards a game when you're at home? And also, how much time do you put on the broadcast when you're on the road? Because I think it's a little bit different, but I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I think it's a great question. You know, going into spring training is always kind of tough because, it has been tough in the past. It's a little bit easier now because you know the lineup and the roster are pretty much solidified, so I don't have to learn too many new names. Spring is usually the tougher time because you're getting, you know, Alex DeGotti and Jack Mayfield, some of these other guys that you don't know as much about into these lineups. But once you get into the regular season and the rhythm of the season starts to take hold, and you're seeing a lot of information come at you when you're watching around the league, I have a tendency to watch the team that we're playing in the upcoming series as often as I can to try and anticipate, who's going to pitch and what their lineup is looking like. But I'll usually do about an hour of prep during the day before I go to the field. And when I'm at home, I'll wake up early with my girls when they are going to school and see them because I don't see them at night. So I'll make sure they get off to school in good shape and give them hugs and catch up on the day past. And then I will usually go to the ballpark when we're at home for a 7 o'clock game. I'll get in the car about 2 o'clock and try and get to the ballpark about 2:30, 3 o'clock. And we have a little bit of a bunker office at Minute Maid Park, and I'll get down there, start filling out my lineup card with Steve Sparks, TK, Robert Ford. We'll start talking about the game. Hey, did you look up this? Hey, look what I found. We'll start sharing information. And then I'll go out, watch batting practice, hang out with the guys. If I want to ask any questions, I'll pick, who I want to talk to and ask them questions. And then on the road, it's a little bit different because we're in the hotels, and I'll just take the last bus at 4 o'clock and basically head straight into batting practice until the game starts.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I asked, because it's not that we talk to analysts or TV people a lot, so I was always curious about what the difference was between home and away. So thank you for answering that. I do have another one for you as well. The natural transgression from people or former players that are in the booth is to become a major league manager. Any aspirations for that somewhere down the line?
That's a great question. And considering what happened over the offseason, I did put a lot of thought into it, to be honest with you.
I would love that.
Because I've had a lot of I've been lucky to play for some very good managers and then keep relationships with some of the guys. And then obviously with AJ Hinch here, we created an unbelievable bond where I could, challenge him on some of the moves he made, and he would give me explanations, and he would ask me, what would you do in this situation, kind of thing. So we created a very good dynamic between both friends and coworkers in the sense that I could get information and kind of be, curious about how he manages a game, because I thought he did a very good job at it. And considering all the movement this day and age with what's going on, I think that once my girls are out of high school and start their collegiate careers, and there might be a little more opportunity to spend the time as a coach or a manager, I would entertain that definitely, because, that's what you guys are doing at home when you're sitting on your couch watching a game or at a bar. That's what I'm doing in the booth. I'm wondering, okay, so-and-so's getting up. Who's he getting up for? And who does AJ have on the bench? Or who is Dusty going to get loose as far as the pinch hit to match up? So, you're managing the game as you're watching it and as you're calling it.
Well, but before we let you go, that was awesome, the way that you answered that, because it would definitely be awesome to see you as our manager for the Astros.
Well, I appreciate you guys thinking about that. I really do. Thank you.
And right before we let you go, I wanted to ask you this, because you're a former player. You're actually one of the original 27 right before, So the question is this: what makes it so special or so different from playing and being a Houston Astro?
Wow. Okay. So, I don't know how much of the show you got left, but I'll try and condense this a little bit. Now, when I was growing up in Los Angeles, I was a Dodger, Padre, Angel guy, and every time the Dodgers played the Astros, it was an absolute knockdown, drag-out street brawl. And that 80s baseball is what I really enjoyed watching, with the Nolan Ryans, Mike Scotts, and, Jose Cruz's and some of these other guys that would go out there and just grind, fight, slide hard, take guys out, and have a blast doing it that way. And that's kind of the foundation of what I believe the Houston Astros became. And then you move to the Biggio-Bagwell era, where you kind of continue that same mentality of playing so hard every single day. And then you add a talent level of Hall of Famers in Biggio and Bagwell, and you've got yourself a phenomenal franchise and a phenomenal foundation of what these guys are going to be about. And then I spend 3 years in my first years of three years with the Montreal Expos before I become an Astro. And I tell everybody every single time, and it's no offense to the Montreal Expos, when I got traded to the Houston Astros in 2002, I felt like I got called up again, because I got to go into a clubhouse with Billy Wagner, Roy Oswalt, Lance Berkman, Brad Ausmus, Craig Biggio, Bagwell, Shane Reynolds. The list goes on. Brian Hunter, some of these guys, and it was incredible to see how the dynamic shifted from having a good time playing hard to, okay, this is how we're going to go out and beat the heck out of somebody. And I'll always kind of have that instilled in me in the way I call games, in the way I talk about baseball with my friends, because I learned a lot of how to play the game right here in Houston under the, I wouldn't say tutelage, but under maybe the guidance and the friendships of being around guys who are incredibly smart, incredibly talented, and played incredibly hard on a daily basis. So now I know nothing other than expecting everybody I see that wears an Astro uniform to go out there and play as hard as they possibly can each and every single day, because the city expects it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and before, I just have to I have to ask you this question: the Bagwell, you and Bagwell on the telecast, is there any chance to extend that for 2 days on the weekend, or is it just going to be 1 day or one game? Excuse me.
Yeah, I appreciate that. We have a blast, and what you hear in the booth, and hopefully, I know you don't get a chance to see us too often, but what you hear in the booth is basically what would happen after every single game when we played. Is we'd sit there and have that kind of banter and that back and forth about the game and what we see and how we see it unfolding. And I'm going to be there every night. It's just a matter of convincing Jeff Bagwell to get up there and deal with me on more than one night a month.
Yeah, I tell you what, those telecasts, I like all the telecasts, but on that one, that's really, really good. That's some good TV, and that's some good baseball knowledge being spewed to everybody. So, I just want to thank you for that, because that's just awesome.
No, thank you very much. And you know what? What's great to me is to see a guy like Jeff Bagwell, who's in the Hall of Fame and has all the accolades, get in the booth and get back to having fun watching this team play. And that's what he really enjoys. He does get excited for those games. It's great.
I appreciate you sharing the story about playing for the Astros. As a long life Astros fan since I was little, I remember watching you play, and you got traded right before we got Beltran, and we could have done some damage in the early. I was there 2005 when we got swept.
He beat us.
Yes, so it's awesome to always get who I consider a Houston legend in the studio. So I really appreciate that, and you can count on some Issa cookies going your way, personally delivered by my wife. So we will get those to you, and I appreciate you, man, making the time to spend your evening with us, and I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for everything.
No, it's great to be on. You guys are doing a hell of a job. The cookies are unbelievable, and the podcast, best of luck on all of that, because I highly encourage being able to talk about something you are passionate about. You guys are doing a great job, and the interview was great. I appreciate the time on your podcast.
Well, thank you very much, especially on a Friday night, too.
Yes, for sure, for sure. So,
Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt, but you just reminded me of a Friday night. That's one of the craziest things about this self-quarantine going on, or whatever the heck we're doing. Yeah. I have no idea what day it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm with you.
Hey, I appreciate it, Jeff, man, and hopefully we can play some baseball this season, and hopefully we can get to see each other sometime soon, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I look forward to it. You guys be well.
Okay,
right,
thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Dude, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
For the people that look for all the bandwagons, he's the original 27.
Yeah, I know. I know.
He used to wear 27 before Altuve.
This is one of the most interesting.
But actually, it was Glenn Davis before.
Yeah,
that.
no.
Yeah.
You're right.
Awesome conversations I've actually heard. It was awesome.
Yeah.
This pumped me up, but I don't mean to cut this off. But you know what else pumped me up? Hilton's 50 piece. Woo! Let's go.
Oh man! So we want to
thank Geoff Blum for coming on, man, aka Blummer, Astros TV.
And we
Analyst.
also want to thank Issa
Cookies, man.
Issa
So we're gonna take
for-
this time and do
ahead.
the sponsor break, and we want to appreciate Issa Cookie for making this happen. www.issacookie.com for all your cookie needs, custom sugar cookies, 3D printed cookies, everything. Just hit us up, man. And thanks for Issa for making that happen. We're actually going to make some cookies for Blum and send it to him. So, we're going to have a lot of Astros content coming this season, man. If y'all know me, y'all know I'm diehard. Astros, baby. And now Chiefs, because the Texans are no longer my team until Bill O'Brien gets out.
Man,
but, that's another combo for Old School Friday. But shout out to Issa for making it happen, and Geoff Blum, man, taking the time on a
taking
Friday,
on
bro.
A Friday, yeah, especially for a little old podcast like us, for giving us the time of day to come on and answering some of our questions. We really appreciate that. Hell,
That was
so
awesome.
man. So this is like Hall of Fame week. We had Coach John Kay
Ooh.
from North Shore on Wednesday. Then we have Geoff Blum.
Man,
Shoot.
Fire.
who doing it?
Man, I'm sorry whoever comes on next week, man.
Hey,
This
that's
gonna
not
be
it.
tough.
We,
shoes
hey,
to fill.
hey, that's not it though. We listen to the fans. Guess who else is coming on tonight?
Who?
Vincent Blue.
Yeah, Coach Blue.
Coach Blue's coming back on, man.
Yeah, man, but I thought Coach Blue was going to drive that old school car over here.
Man,
And-
I was
and-
hoping
and
to.
meet
That
us.
Impala, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him what's up on that Impala because I always see it on a record.
Yes.
I don't know.
Philip Reynoso says, "Did I miss Blummer?" Yes, sir, you did.
Yeah, you did.
So now you're gonna have
They
to
can
wait.
always rewind. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's
It'll
on
be on there,
YouTube.
so you can
It'll be on-
rewind and
Hey,
watch it.
while you're
interview.
talking about YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes,
Julio,
please
hit it.
subscribe. Please subscribe to our YouTube, the Wind Up Podcast HTX.
Yeah. And so, Country, how'd you like the interview, bro?
It was really good, man.
Dude,
really
I was
good.
trying to get you to come in. You got the Astro hat
Oh,
on.
yeah, no.
Yeah, come on,
I
bro.
should have asked that question I was going to ask, but I didn't.
What you gonna?
What was that?
I was going to ask, what advice does he have for coaches, coach and select,
Mm-hmm.
that are
Ooh.
trying to stack their team just to win instead of teaching the kids?
There you go. Hey, call him back, bro. Call him back. That's a good one. Because, if you haven't heard, man, just watch Facebook.
What are you referring to?
I'm talking about Steve hasn't done his push-ups, man.
I
Darren
ain't
Larson
doing-
made them.
I ain't doing that.
Did him. I mean,
I ain't doing no dad challenge at
if
all.
everybody wants to see Steve do the dad challenge on live TV, give me a
Ain't doing
thumbs
them.
up.
Even though I could do them.
Give me a thumbs up in the comment.
Ain't doing it.
If you get more
Ain't
than
doing
25 thumbs up, you got to do it.
I ain't doing nothing. I'm telling you that right now. We're not doing it. And I'm not even going to talk about your infielding yesterday either.
Oh, you like that?
No,
Ooh,
dude, all
that
you did was dance. All
Hell
you did was-
yeah! I
go
told
get the
Oscar,
ball.
I'm like, man,
Go get the ball.
I'm gonna show y'all who Javi Baez looks like. How he looks like. I was gonna say you.
Hey, who was pitching Oscar?
Me? No.
Who was taking the video? Because he
Me.
almost
I was-
hit you, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, he almost
That would
hit
have been
me.
awesome if he hit you, bro.
Man, no, I was actually squatting because I was like, man, at least I can just like lay on my back, and if it hits me, it's just gonna hit my foot. I'll kick my feet up. But
Yeah.
Oscar was smashing. Julio, bro, DH. That dude went like out of 10 pitches, he hit 8 center field. Like, don't man, if y'all see Julio on the softball field,
How big
pitcher,
was- how-
get out the way.
It was at least 350, Steve. 350.
No. Julio was there, bro. I hit
I
that.
don't care where the fence is
I
at.
saw it. I
What
saw
do
it.
you think?
What you
I'm
think?
saying 175.
What you think, man?
I was thinking, yeah, about 175.
All right.
Maybe
Hey.
maybe 200.
Julio was there.
Hey, the field was 200, but I still hit it 150 feet past the fence.
Hell, dude, it was a bomb. Nowadays you be talking to parents, and it don't matter who hit a ball. Every kid hits 350 now. So shit, why can't I hit 350?
that's what I heard.
Let me hit 350.
Your boy JD said he wants to see you do push-ups, Steve.
Man.
Oh, there we
I-
go. Frank gave the thumbs down, but hey, Maria Estrada with the thumbs up. So we're getting a count right here, man.
I do like New Balance, but
Oh,
no.
look at that. I'll send you a free pair of shoes, Steve.
Now, if they're the big league shoe ones, then yeah, I would. But nah, I don't think so. So what happened yesterday, dude?
Man, it was awesome, dude. I mean, we got the call out. So like, I hit up Matt, hit me up, and then he's like, "Hey, man, you want to come?" I'm like, "Man, sure."
Hey, does Matt work? Because he's always.
I'm gonna be honest,
BP,
man.
bro.
I'm gonna be honest, man.
Matt
I
Lamb.
might get in trouble, but I think Matt's moving weight, man.
Oh,
I'm sorry, man. That dude always just fishing,
Oh, my
buying
Lord.
bats. Man, every bat he buys goes for like $1,500 on eBay. I'm like, dude, come on, man.
Come on, man.
But nah, I'm playing. Matt don't move no weight. Did I cross that line, Steve?
God.
It's all good, bro. He does? Man, I'm pushing it now. My bad, Matt.
Man.
Anyways,
We're way over that line on that.
he hit me up, bro.
Okay, he hit you
And,
up and what?
We went to National Little League. Julio was there, and then Oscar
Hey,
got there.
it was a great time though. We had fun.
Man, we were just literally messing around. I told Matt, hey, dude, just
The dads had fun.
like,
The
man,
kids had
just-
fun. It's all about.
like, man, hit me some grounders real quick, bro. I'm telling you.
Where did that throw go?
It was a show.
No, it
Yeah,
was
I
good.
caught it.
Yeah, caught it. I'm telling you, bro.
I was the first
I'm
baseman.
money, baby.
Hey, I was stretching out there. I'll pull my hamstring out there.
What,
You believe that? That he made a perfect throw?
No comment.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to say no,
I
you
plead the
didn't.
fifth.
I was the first baseman. I caught that ball.
even,
Yeah.
no, Julio was there. But Oscar recorded it too, so Oscar
Well,
can vouch.
Okay, so when Oscar gets here, apparently he's going to get here. He's been on his way for 3 weeks.
Look. These,
Then
who?
he could Oscar.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
Oscar
yeah.
you talking about? I'm
Nah,
talking about Oscar.
Oscar. Oscar.
That bat we were using, it was like a 40 ounce.
For
bat,
real?
wasn't it?
It felt light to me.
Frank the Tank.
That's why I was always late on.
Frank the Tank.
Yeah,
So hold on. Y'all weren't swinging drop fives and all this that y'all be
Man,
posting up?
look, man.
The kids
I
were
just-
swinging nothing but
Man.
drop fives.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all I
Drop
keep on
five.
seeing
Nah,
now.
man.
The drop
The
Nothing less than-
movement.
nothing
The
less than that.
movement. The movement. Man, if you're not swinging drop five, don't talk. You can't hang out with us, man.
Man, ain't nobody hanging out with y'all then. Shoot.
Well, that's why.
Man, ain't nobody swinging drop fives. Shoot.
They were yesterday.
Who
Yeah,
was?
Hey, they were though.
Who
That was
was?
pretty. That was,
JJ was swinging drop five.
Man,
ooh,
I don't know about all that.
man. But hey, you know what, man? Screw drop five.
Well, you're the main one. You're the main one on Facebook with that movement.
Screw drop five.
and then hey, who look?
Watch
he's like
this.
dude.
Hear this. Hear
Hey,
this. Just
he's
hear
like
this.
Drop five. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
does
yeah.
shoe mark.
Well, watch this. Watch this,
Man,
Julio.
I'm
Put
outta
the
here,
camera
bro.
on me.
Put the camera on.
C4, drop 4. What's up?
It's a drop 3.
It's a drop. No, I told you, man. There's no way that bat, Jalen's wood bat is like freaking heavy. I'm like, dude, there's no way
Is
it's a
it
drop
dude,
4.
Okay. When you have a wood bat, if you don't take care of it and you just do whatever, of course it's going to take. I mean, it's going to take on some weight. You know, that's why I tell kids when they buy it, they can't leave it in the garage. They can't leave it in the backseat of their car or in the trunk or whatever because it's going to absorb moisture.
Hell yeah. I
Just
feel
like the
you.
glove, like a glove. Like if we had that glove right there and we used it with the sweat and with dirt, man, that sucker, just like the Rawlings is about 10 pounds.
Hey, man.
After
No,
you-
hey,
after
no
you get
BS though. No BS though. C4 bats, man.
Oh, yeah.
Pull it out,
country,
bro.
Country picked out.
We're gonna take this time and talk
support-
about our sponsor,
yeah,
C4
you know,
bats, man.
supporting small businesses. Hey, I'm supporting small businesses too every single.
Small business. That's a big business.
No.
Hey, it's a nice looking bat
Lazy.
though. Looks like
Yeah,
the-
so Country got our new.
Should have put
all-
Legends Mafia on that.
He's not Legends Mafia.
Man, he's Legends Mafia now.
Yeah, so that's our new fungo right there that I designed. The C4. Actually, me and Nick Saban designed that one.
Shout out Nick Saban
Yeah,
for.
so he got the all red with the gold C4 logo on there with his name, Big Country with the C, because I always kid Country and I want to call him Country with a K for some reason.
Man.
But yeah, so he came to pick it up. So give us a shout out, call us, or you can email us at c4bats@yahoo.com, or you can hit me up on Instagram or on Facebook, and we get you a custom bat made for you, made to order, custom, fully custom. We don't have any stock bats. When you order it, then that's when we start making it. Unless it's like on a Saturday night or whatever. But just give us a call or contact us and we'll get a bat out to you. And hopefully next week we'll be drinking a little bit more Ferrari Michelada mix.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Everything's shut down right now.
Yeah,
but,
it is shut down, man. And so that's why I'm glad that Country came in with that brisket, boy. He came in hard.
Hey, man,
with that
pull it out,
brisket.
man.
Yeah, that
show
brisket
show
was
the
good.
people,
that
bro.
brisket and them ribs.
Yeah, the secret ribs from Parts Unknown.
Parts unknown.
Let's see what you got, man. Okay.
From Parts Unknown.
Okay. What we got here, bro?
What do we got here right here?
Oh, we got some brisket right there. We got some
Oh,
rice and we got some potato salad. Country came in strong with the food today, supporting small business.
That's awesome, man.
Hey, listen, so hold on.
Man, what do you got? What do you got?
Oh, those are the ribs, right?
Yeah.
Maria Estrada asked, "What's in my cup?" I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Is that Hennessy? Man, I never drank that.
Look at
That got me feeling.
Yeah,
Man,
Man,
that's what I'm talking about. Hey, so if
you good, Steve?
Yeah, dude.
All
come
right,
on.
all right, man.
Hey, so if Oscar comes in, he better bring some food, man.
If you don't, what
Spankies?
you gonna do?
Spankies or what?
He ain't coming.
Make
in.
him do the push-up challenge before he comes in.
No, man.
Man, Darren Larson did the push-up challenge. Everybody wants to see you do it, bro. Come on,
I ain't doing nothing.
come on, bro.
I ain't doing
All right,
nothing.
hey, come
Don't
on.
tag me on that.
Hey, you
stuff.
going to the barbecue or what?
What barbecue?
Sunday
Who? Matt Lance?
at Matt Land's barbecue?
Nah, too far, bro.
Come on, we're gonna play street ball.
Nah, it's too far. It's too far.
Man, he lives down the street.
From you, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
forgot.
driving
This dude lives in Siena.
I'm not driving 55 miles to go to a barbecue.
Let's move to Siena over there.
Hey, man, but hey, I miss baseball, man. Yesterday was
I
supposed to be
don't.
opening day, bro.
I don't.
I'm talking about MLB.
I don't miss it at all.
What?
I don't miss it.
No.
No. You miss a country?
Tremendously.
Oh, okay.
Tremendously.
We would have the game up right now if it was playing.
Yeah, we
Hold on, I
would.
can
And
do this.
guess what? We wouldn't have Geoff Blum on either.
Yeah. Well, I guess everything happens for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Steve?
Oscarin said he's on his way.
You better bring something. You better not come in empty-handed, cause man, you got to beat a plate of brisket and some pork ribs. What do you think it does?
And a homemade potato
Oh,
salad.
yeah, potato. Ooh.
Homemade.
Yeah, no, but okay. So let's talk about this. Are you missing select baseball right now?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Hell yeah. The reason why I say that is because once you get into a routine, it's kind of like you don't know what to do, man. I know all y'all been at the house like, what do we do? Like, there's a bunch of free time.
I have it. I mean,
right?
Honestly, I got a little bit of mixed emotions. I do and I don't, because when I do, that means I got to cook at home outside. Okay. Barbecue. When we're playing, shit, we're at the fields 24/7.
Yeah,
and it's fun. Just watching all the kids. Even when I'm not watching my kids, I'll go to other fields.
Yeah.
It's just awesome.
Man, hopefully this kind of changes everybody's little perception and has like barbecue cookouts at Baseball USA and all these parks all the time.
Well, does Baseball USA actually allow that?
They should. I'm telling y'all right now, man.
Man, I tell you what, I miss baseball, but I don't miss it that much. I mean,
okay,
I'm liking my free time. I know everybody's gonna. I'm liking my free time.
My thing is this.
Because my thing is this. Let me finish.
Okay.
My thing is this.
Okay, old school.
Okay, godson. Just baptize them. I'm gonna have to baptize them again later on. God. But anyway, here's the deal. To your point, we get in a routine, a baseball routine, right? And then you're in that routine. You're in that routine from January to some of us that play August or July. Okay, and so that's 7-8 months, dude. Yeah. Man, that's a long time, dude.
Hell yeah,
that's a long time. And so right now, I'm just like, man, I'm chilling at the house. I mean, I'm doing more shit at the house, but you know, hey, I like it, dude. I hope it don't come back to August. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, look, I'm not gonna disagree with you.
As soon as school gets canceled, I'm going to Pensacola.
For how long?
Did you buy that new house or no?
You gonna be there for the rest of the year? Or what?
I won't be there for a while.
Did you buy that new house?
No, I'm gonna go look at. I'm gonna look for it.
You gonna let me have that room on?
I'm gonna let you use the whole house. You two country to bother some brisket.
Man, World Series in Pensacola, make it happen. Somebody make it happen. We got a house now. We got one at Siena, now Pensacola.
You're not coming to Siena. You can go to Pensacola.
Man, you need to get us a condo in Atlanta. That way we just stay in PG.
Nah, man.
Nah, come on, Steve.
But no, man, I'm loving my time away from it. I'm having a great time. I just like it, man. But I know once the call comes, we're right back into that grind.
I forgot, bro.
And now
I forgot.
So we typically don't really play that much in the fall. I think we're gonna play in the fall now. That's gonna mess all my stuff up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
because I'll be watching the Raiders, baby.
What?
Hey, it's a World Series during Christmas break or what?
This dude said the Raiders.
Nah, there ain't gonna be no World Series during
Is
Christmas break.
The Raiders? Julio?
Yep.
No.
The Raiders? Old School Friday?
Hey,
Come on, old school.
The Raiders.
Come on, man.
First of all, son, you just became a Chiefs fan.
Super Bowl.
When they
right
started,
before they
when
won the Super Bowl. So it counts. It counts.
It don't
I took a picture of the 69 trophy championship. I learned the whole history while I was there. I ain't lying.
I doubt that.
I'm a fan now.
I doubt that. What do you think of that?
But if the Buccaneers win next year, I'm there too.
I might have to sign on as long as Bill O'Brien is a coach for the Texans. I might have to jump on that Chiefs bandwagon.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Man.
Oh, come on, old school.
I see that picture you put up too.
That shit funny, dude. Raiders ain't gonna do nothing.
What's up, Coach Sam? How you doing, man? I see Coach Sam on the line. So, what's up? Nah, man. Listen.
Marcus Mariota's the answer. Come on, man.
Man, it's all good and dandy until Mahomes busts up a knee, busts up a shoulder, and then watch Texans go 3-0. He's gonna show up with a Deshaun Watson shirt. Wow. He's gonna be out there tailgating.
Deshaun's not even be here. He's gonna leave.
He ain't going nowhere.
Man, giving him cryptic tweets.
Nah, Steve ain't lying. If they go 3-0, I'll be like,
he's gonna be right there at the tailgate.
You know me.
Man, I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying. It's just one of those things. So I'm liking my time off, man. I don't really care.
Hey, I'm kind of like, man, I'm a little bit pissed off, man, just because like it's a tradition. Me and Issa for the last 6 years, every Friday night we go watch the Astros, even though they sucked. We were there, so it's just man. Like today, like I got off work. I'm like, man, I'd be going to the game right now, but I'm here, so it works out. But you know what I mean, man.
Nah, we really don't, but okay. I mean,
man, come on, man. You see me? Look, this is how it goes. I go Friday night.
Friday night. Be doing something better on Friday, but I mean, hey,
man, Friday night. Look, tell me this don't sound popping. Friday night, you good. You go to the Minute Maid, you have a couple drinks, you go to the bar, you hang out, you watch a couple home runs, and then, you go hang out with Jim Crane afterwards. Tell me that don't sound fly.
It doesn't. Because that restaurant afterwards, it ain't. I mean, it's good, but it's not like
You don't like
popping.
that?
No, I said it's good, but it's not like popping.
Man.
I'm sorry to spoil
Frank
that
the
for
Tank says 3-0. We celebrating the Super Bowl for sure. Yeah, Frank ain't lying.
you. Was that?
If the Texans go 3-0, we celebrate.
Hell
Yeah, dude. The whole way to Kansas City, we were yelling out Super Bowl. Man, I don't even want to talk about
Texas
this.
never going to Super Bowl, bro.
I hope the Rockets win just to like put a Band-Aid on the bleeding. But
It was this year, not anymore.
Who?
Rockets.
Rockets? What?
Yeah, they were set up to win.
you think so?
Maybe so. I don't know, dude.
Man,
You never know.
What?
I don't know, but yeah. So I'm good with. Let's go back to it. I'm good with it not happening, but man, fall ball, dude.
Fall ball's gonna be
Everybody's
crazy.
playing
Be
fall
popping.
ball.
It's gonna be popping.
Everybody's gonna be playing fall ball. So you're gonna have like massive attendance for those little
Sunday games.
rinky dink tournaments.
Sunday league's about to go down.
Shoot, Darren's like this right now.
He like, oh yeah, man.
I can't wait to fall ball. Can't wait to fall ball.
What about July, August? You think that's gonna be busy as well?
Man, it all depends, dude.
Well,
I
it
mean,
should, but man, it's crazy because that cutoff is August 1st, so you're going to have teams jumping up. I'm telling y'all right now, man, this is the time to start working on the team for fall, man. Don't listen to the coaches that say, no, we a family team. You got to stick it out. We're going to the elite. No, you're not.
What are you talking about?
The World Series is done. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs to worry about next season.
About what?
Well, I'm saying like the local teams. There's a lot of action all the time in Houston. There's a bunch of new teams forming all the time.
Yeah, but that happens though.
Yeah. But by the way, since I'm kind of thinking the season's over, the winner of the team name of the year, the H-Town Clowns, ate you.
That was actually
a team name.
Really?
Oh, and sponsor of the show, we have Issa Cookies in the building.
There you go, get you one, country.
Kind of those s'mores.
These are the s'more cookies brought to you by
Hold on.
Blummer
Hold on,
Entertainment.
let me have another one so I can take home.
All right, man. Old school tripping today. He likes that. Steve likes that when I call him old school. He like, hell yeah, I feel old.
Looking pretty good.
Great.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh man, Aaron Cunningham. Finally, we finally he gets on the show for the first time. This is history, dude.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Says
I'm with you on that,
PJ and
July.
cancel. Nah, I'm lying. I don't think. Look, we're gonna play June. It'll be up and running. But what I'm saying is, everybody better be ready because let's not. I mean, if you're not ready now, like you say, something's gonna happen. But the real players are always working that out.
Yeah, man. They just got to do it on their own right now.
Yeah.
How many players do you actually think are working?
Man,
Well,
I would say about
what do you think?
30%.
30%.
Man, I think a little bit more are.
Well, we all know Troy's team's working.
Troy who?
What? They're on the what? They're on the street. Oh, I seen that video, man.
Troy hitting fungo on the street?
Man, Troy making them lay out on the street, man. He's gonna get them hurt again.
We need to worry about them subways. That's what we need to worry about.
Man.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit more than that, dude. I think I think there's a little bit more that are doing that.
Come on, man. What did he say before the show, Julio?
What was that?
I'm gonna go hard.
I never said that.
He's not gonna let off the gas.
Don't let off the gas. Same energy.
Same
Never
energy,
said
Steve.
that.
Same energy.
Never
Anyway.
said that, son.
Anyways,
Never said that.
let's go back to the drop fives. That's man. I'm telling you right now. You put a picture of your kid with a drop five bat, you're gonna get the likes, bro.
Okay, so are you gonna use that during the game or what?
Hell no. What a show.
So we're just BP warriors or
Just
what's
BP babies.
So what age
Hack
group,
attack.
What age group are you talking about, bro? 'Cause
All
I
of
don't
them.
know.
All of them.
Hold on, let me go ahead. Talk to country because I need to send Oscar this address.
Oh yeah. Anyways, what's up, country?
Drop 3.
Drop 3.
BB Core.
BB Core.
Yes, sir.
Hey, well, look, you have a kid that's older than my kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
How was the transition? Like, do you agree that the topic? This was a topic. I'm gonna bring it up. The topic was, should 11U be swinging drop 10? What
No.
do you think? No.
No.
What's your opinion? What should they be swinging, and how do you transition up to the higher levels?
Well, mine. Well, honestly, just because mine's as tall as me, and he got a lot of power. So, we had to move him up because that drop 10 was just denting and breaking, and it all depends on the kid actually. That I think.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
And not everybody can swing that. So if your son can't swing that, you're still gonna make him swing it just because why?
That's a good question.
I'm asking you, my son.
I mean, for face, my son. Come on, old school. I would say, I don't know. I mean, peer pressure, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Who's giving you peer pressure?
So my oldest one was swinging a drop 5 earlier in the season, and his swing was just too fast. So I tried to get something heavier for him. We put him on a BB core, and now he's
Country's what? 13, 14.
Yeah, he just turned 13.
Yeah, 13. Yeah. He's a big boy.
He probably almost about 6 foot right now.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He grew and wearing size 12 and a half shoes.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy like how I'm still a young cat, but I seen like these kids grow.
Well, you've seen Country since he was 6.
Yes. I know, that's what I'm saying.
6, and now he's just, man.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, he's just big. So I think it's just based on the kid.
Yeah. No.
But what's happening right now is everybody wants to put their kid on a drop,
Man,
whatever.
it's because it's hot topic, bro. If you don't
Ain't
do
no
it,
hot
man.
topic, man. It's stupid.
Man, you know what baseball world is, man.
Man,
Hey,
it's just
man.
dumb. It's just dumb.
Look, all I know, my boy Juanillo over there from Dallas is trying to put the trilogy of the unicorn bats together, and he asked me, he's like, "Sell me the CFA," and I was like, "It's 500." He gonna buy it though, cause he bought Gracias bat. He bought the other glow stick.
Yeah, he's got the Holy
I
Grail.
was like, "Come on, I know Juanillo just bait."
Well,
bait.
did Oscar have one?
Yeah, Oscar did. He told us a story about that. He said he sold it.
Did he?
Yeah, but Oscar bought all the solos ever.
Yeah, Oscar got every
wow.
solo that came out.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah, so I don't know.
He still
dude.
has them right now.
So what's Jay gonna be swinging? As long as you're ready for
Nah,
BB core at 14,
been,
dude.
I mean, look,
That's all that matters.
he's been swinging drop 8 since what 8U.
Nah, but
He's
look,
comfortable with
Look,
it. Look,
I'm seeing all the comments on Facebook about swinging this, swinging that. If the rules of the game say you can swing a drop 10,
it's not illegal. I
swing a
agree.
drop 10.
I agree.
It don't matter what you say. I don't care who gets offended. If the rules say you can swing a drop 10, swing drop 10 if you want to.
Well,
Roll
I know a team in Baseball USA maybe a couple months ago got called out. 13U swinging a drop 10.
Oh, really? See, now that right there.
How do you feel about that?
That
What if one of your kids showed up with a drop 10 bat or drop 12? Like,
what?
I'm just
For-
like to a game. Like, come on.
No, they're not using that.
What do you tell them? Like, hey, son.
No, if it's not permitted.
What is the
now,
talk?
is that permitted in 13?
No,
okay.
no.
If it's not permitted, then don't use it, dude.
So is it the parents' fault or the coach's fault?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Man.
Who's the parent? Is the parent named Junior Aguilar?
Oh, man.
My son right here?
Your godson?
Come on, old school.
My godson.
What is old school talking
Is
about?
my
He been
god-
tripping all
Is
day.
my godson the parent or what?
I would actually blame the parent because it's not the coach's responsibility. Well,
What do you
it
think?
is somewhat.
but at 13, bro, the kid knows what's up, man.
But the kid was like,
That don't mean
still.
nothing.
Nah, man. Look, at 13, the other day, man, I was tripping. Like, of course, Jay's 10, right? So like, I'm having a conversation with him, and I finished talking to him, and I like walk out of the room, and I'm like, holy shit! I'm like, this dude, like, he's a little human, dude. Like, like, so if he's a human at 10,
They grow too fast on us.
I know, man. At 13, they gotta know what's up. But hey, it is what it is.
I remember seeing him swinging off the tee at Strawberry Park.
Man.
I remember, man. I'm
So-
telling you, I remember Country. He was like this tall. If you're saying he's 6 foot now, shit.
No, he's big now, man.
He's about
He's big.
Tell him I said
and
what's
I,
up.
and I
If
saw him
stand
last
up, he's
year.
about right here to me.
Yeah. And I saw him last year, and I thought he was big.
Yeah, I know.
And then, so have I seen him this year? I think I maybe seen him in passing, but I haven't like really seen him.
Yeah.
Well, Country's tall too, man.
Yeah.
I
How
mean,
tall are you,
for-
Country?
6'4".
6'4".
So then, little big Country's gonna be like 6'6".
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, my little brother was 6'7".
Wow.
Damn. What
Yeah.
side? What part of Mexico?
Y'all Mexican?
No,
No.
Where you from?
from here,
Oh shit.
No, I mean, but descent from
from here.
here.
If we go way back,
You
way
see that
way
Pasadena people can be tall too, Steve.
back. Houston,
You hear that?
Houston,
Houston. Well, southeast, right?
huh?
Southeast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You,
Well,
st-
well,
you still gonna
Pasadena-
get the smell.
Pasadena-
We're in
still
the
gonna- you-
We're right there on that
We're
border.
in the outskirts of
you still gonna get the fumes, bro, from the plants. You good?
All right. Hey, so Coach Sam says you can use a drop 10 at 13U till January.
Damn. Man, we about to expose. Hey, C4 wood bat tournament. I'm telling you, bro. For all the marbles.
So why did they make the? I'm just curious. Then if he's saying that,
He would know. He's in
yeah,
that.
he would know. Yeah, he would know. But
he's in that.
in Baseball USA, they made this team forfeit.
Really?
Mm-hmm. For using the drop 10.
Wow. And no Timothy Johnson, we don't. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But Coach Sam's really, really, really good on the rules.
Yeah.
I can.
No, I trust what he's saying. That's why I brought it up. Because I mean, I don't know. But if it says you can use it, so you're not out of line using it.
Yeah.
My boy Austin Deason said country's from Nuevo Leon.
That boy. Oh man.
That has to be the comment of the night, bro. That was funny.
Are you really?
Hell no.
Oh, okay. My bad.
What? Puro Monterrey, Lele, he's just like,
Not him,
dude.
Not him.
Anyways.
Yeah. So if little country's gonna be about 6'6". Well, it could be 6'7".
Yeah. Could be.
Basketball, maybe?
No. I'm not letting him play basketball.
No.
All right.
How many Mexicans do you see in the NBA? And
Eduardo Naira.
I'm gonna take him. Yeah, he's 6'8", 6'9".
6'6", bro. Come on.
Ooh.
2 inches off.
Come
Bro,
on, man. Hey, you want to know something funny? The other day,
My godson says he's a genetic freak at 5'4". What do you say to that, Julio?
5'4".
How tall are you?
I'm 5'7", bro.
Damn, he said 5'4".
Yeah, bro. That's shorter than Altuve. I'm telling you, I've met Altuve. He's shorter than me.
Oh, man.
Man, I know. Man, Steve just be hating, man.
I'm not hating.
I'm telling y'all, man.
When I saw the pictures y'all put on me, I should say y'all hating, but I'm not as funny.
But it's old school, man. Old school Friday.
Coach Sam just said some teams were swinging them in February. Lawsuit waiting.
Ooh, somebody must have got hurt. Damn.
Man, I hope not, dude. A win's not that important for a kid to get hurt.
No, it's not.
Unfortunately.
So you think the rules should be changed
Huh?
for 13? When should the rule be changed for drop 10? At 12?
At 12.
Probably 12. And we're just talking. It's just, man. Unfortunately, I've seen kids get hit with the line shot back, and that shit that ain't nice at all, dude. It's just. It doesn't matter if you don't like the team or whatever, but a kid getting hit like that,
I've cringed a couple times when country's on the mound and it's hit right back to him.
Yeah, man.
I just close my eyes and.
It's not worth it. Hey, so I got a question. Mm-hmm. Why aren't you repping Weslaco tonight, bro?
Weslaco? Oh,
Yeah.
my Lord, you had to bring that back up. You had to bring that up.
Hey, I'm just asking, bro. It was a question.
Well, I ain't got nothing. Nothing from Weslaco.
Damn. The comments are saying you're from the 956, bro. He said, "Cud." My bad. Cud.
It had to be Crystal, too. Oh, my Lord.
Come on, Cud.
Oh, man. I've seen him.
Anyway,
yeah, man. Hey, dude.
Are we talking about Cud? Shout out to Ferrari Michelada mix.
Yeah.
Where is this Ferrari Michelada place?
It's in the little fridge right there.
The little fridge. Yeah.
It goes hard.
Yeah, it's good, huh?
Yeah.
Man, hey, so
right,
you're not from the 956 then?
Make a long story short,
You did?
parents got divorced when I was 4. Mom went that way. Dad stayed here.
Okay.
I was born here. All my brothers except my middle one was born in the Valley. So then I was going back to school, back and forth.
You like Delia's tamales?
No.
Really?
They're shitty. Everybody in the Valley worships them because that's the only place that really makes.
And they're actually pretty good, though.
Yep, Marina's Bakery.
Where's that
You
at?
try that in Weslaco.
Weslaco. Okay.
Marina's Bakery.
When I go, I'm gonna go over there. Mm-hmm.
Man, I try that Delia's tamales.
What?
It
What are you
ain't
gonna
that
say?
good.
It's
bro.
not. It's not.
Y'all tripping. Like
I rather
Taco
go-
Palenque.
Is it
I'd rather-
overhyped or-
Taco Palenque like Taco Cabana, bro.
I
Y'all
rather
tripping.
Y'all
tripping.
I rather go to
bro.
Gonzalez and get tamales.
Y'all are tripping. I'm
Okay.
telling y'all.
First of all,
I'd rather go to Taco Bell
you do what?
than Taco Palenque. What the hell is that?
The Baja Blast.
Crazy, man.
That's like that damn Pollo Capana right here on Fairmont. That shit bunk as fuck.
Hey, but Weslaco's on the map though. Got a couple famous people over there from Weslaco.
Who?
Omar Figueroa, boxer.
Okay.
His brother Brandon Figueroa.
Oh yeah.
And Robert La Manasa,
Who's that?
They sound familiar.
another boxer.
The Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah,
The
video?
one that he lost to Margarito in Mexico,
Oh,
and
yeah,
they came
yeah,
back
that's
and
right,
won.
that's right,
And he
that's
beat
right.
Chavez.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey.
And also, the guitar player for
Yes, Garth Brooks.
yeah,
my,
what's his name?
Johnny.
yeah, Johnny.
My mother went to school with him.
Yeah, I met that dude.
Yeah, he's a pretty awesome guy.
Yeah,
Down
he
to
is.
earth.
Yeah. What's his last name? But anyway, he's a lead guitar. Is he the lead guitar? I
Yes,
think he's
he's
the
the
lead
lead
guitar
guitarist,
for Garth
yes.
Brooks. Yeah, from
I'm telling
Weslaco.
you that the comments are saying Delia's overrated, bro. I'm telling you.
Hey man,
Telling you. Anyways, look, you guys talking about safety. What is your opinion on catcher's helmets, 2-piece, a.k.a. old school, versus the new hockey style? What you think, old school?
I don't like the hockey style.
The hockey style shit.
Old school. Old school Friday. Hit that.
Hockey
Old school
style.
Friday.
Everybody gets hurt with the hockey style.
Although my kid does wear it, but I mean,
You're not allowed to wear them, are you? Are you trip?
No, nah.
Not the old school caps.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Okay, the comments are popping
I
now.
think it's because of the ears. The ears aren't covered on the old school.
Really?
I think the hockey mask does cover the whole, the
yeah,
ears
the
and
hockey
head.
mask does.
I think that's the reason why.
But the old school has the little side.
Yeah, the little
Right,
flaps
right,
on it.
right.
But I don't think it covers it 100%.
I don't know. Listen. I'm going back to Dennis. It's good.
Okay,
I
there
don't
you
care- I
go.
don't care
I've never
what-
tried it.
Okay, so we're gonna take them away from. We're not gonna include everybody's mom because everybody's mom makes the best. We get all that, right? But here's the deal: if you want to get tamales Monday through Sunday, that is the place to go.
Okay,
And so for the convenience factor, it's pretty good.
okay.
They ship.
And
we
yeah,
might have to order some, bring them.
they're pretty good. Well,
What?
when you go,
They ship?
yeah, hell yeah, dude. Y'all the only ones don't like. Y'all
I have
don't
to
know
order
what-
them and check them out.
Nah, when
old school,
when
13.
when Country goes to Westlaco, he gonna pick us up.
No,
Oh, there you go.
Come on,
I
come
go
on,
maybe
Country.
once every 2 years.
Man,
Once every 2 years.
even Oscarin said Delia's is the best. I'm just saying they're pretty good. That's
What
all.
makes them the best, bro? The salsa? All tamales
Because
taste
I'll
the
tell you
same.
one thing: if you say the
All
salsa,
tamales
The what?
taste the same.
Say that again.
not all tamales, not all
No,
tamales.
say that again.
The only tamales that are
no,
different,
The what?
the tamales, the salsa.
The what?
Salsa. Salsa, güey.
No, well, now you said. Now I understand what
Oh,
you're saying.
salsa.
He's over there salsa. I thought you were talking
Salsa.
about the tequila.
Hey, man.
Delia's tamales are skimpy.
Look, all tamales are the same except for the
No, they're not. No, they're
Honduran ones where they come with
They're
like
not the
potatoes
same.
and
They're not the
bananas
same.
and stuff.
Banana leaf
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, that one.
No,
They're all the same,
no,
man.
they're not. No, they're not.
Y'all tripping, man.
No, they're not. Well, anyway, that's enough tamale
over.
talk for right now.
Overrated. Anyways.
So Tommy Johnson said the side of the flap doesn't protect your ears when you turn your head.
And he has a point. When,
Yeah, he does have a point.
Yeah,
the
that's
younger
that's a
kids
great
turn their
point.
head.
They always turn their heads,
so
yeah.
they could get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Well,
I believe.
You know what I'm going to say?
Don't turn your head.
Learn how to catch. I mean,
Yeah,
come on. Are you kidding me? Like,
but you practice that, and they still in the game.
I
they
mean,
still
look,
do it.
if you don't trust your catcher at 8U, man, you're making a big mistake. Catcher got to be the biggest kid, man.
That
The
coach
toughest
pitch.
kid. Hell
That
yeah.
coach pitch gonna throw it.
Because you don't know what that other coach is throwing. He might be throwing gas. You need somebody to make you look good back there. Frame it up.
Okay, hold on, man. Hold on. So
Ooh,
hold on.
we're gonna bring
Hold
this
on.
up.
Hold on.
No, we're not? We're not gonna bring this up?
Yeah, but hey, Eloy, the chicken with cream is pretty good. I got to give you credit on that one. But yeah, okay. So Kevin Brown.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, that's a great.
Wow.
What's the line on how long before Citius USA HTX breaks up? Just added 3 more from Strike Zone. Pasadena and Baytown teams usually don't last 1 full year.
damn. Kevin, what? Pasadena?
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Season's
Well,
over, bro.
Citius USA. Hold on. Okay.
Season's over, bro.
Who's Citius USA? Is that
I
Burgos?
think they're talking 10U here. Because
Yeah.
they say strike zone, so they're talking 10U.
Okay, so that's Burgos team, right?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I hope not.
How many y'all pick up from strike zone?
I don't even know. I haven't talked to anybody.
Man,
I didn't even
you
know.
lying.
I'm not lying. I don't know.
Spill the beans, bro. I don't
man.
know.
I don't know. So when you think, what's the line of them breaking up?
Man, the season's over already, bro. Go ahead and start loading up for 11U. I'm telling you guys, it don't matter
Get
what
ready for
10U.
fall, yeah.
It don't matter what 10U's being played for the rest of the year. All right, you need to get ready for next year because the season's gonna be short. What are you gonna play? One tournament, 2 at the most, unless everything starts back up in May or April, and I just don't see it, man.
Okay, so when the counties open the park and all this and all that, what's the first unsanctioned tournament that's going to play? The grind, maybe?
Probably the grind.
Whoever else?
Whoever else.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
Matt
So-
Lamb at NASA, maybe.
Matt Lamb's running tournaments now?
I think so. Director for
Man,
NASA. Living.
Matt Lamb, he's a chef. He's a trainer. He's a coach. What does he
He's
do?
a hunter.
He's a
fisherman.
hunter. He's a man.
Whatever Matt's doing, I need.
That
in
little
on that.
MacGyver over there. and I
Yeah.
do mean little. I mean little MacGyver over there, bro. Nah, dude. Listen, I don't know, man. I'm just hopefully they don't break up, but that's like a roster of 19 now, right?
Damn.
Because when we
19.
played them, they had a lot of people out there.
I was gonna say because when he posted a picture, I think there was like 16 kids on that picture.
Which one, Burgos or Troy?
Troy.
Nah, those are two different teams.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Damn.
Those are two different teams. Because Troy's got like I don't even know how many Troy's got. I don't pay attention to Troy, and so I don't really know.
Man,
Hey, Oscar's
just so
here.
you know, I mean,
I heard he had a solid team though.
yeah, for
Who?
sure. I mean,
Well, he never lets us forget, so I would say yes.
you said, fuck out of here.
Man,
Apparently,
I don't
man,
care, Troy ain't gonna call me. He ain't gonna call me and tell me anything. Hey, Oscar's here. Come here.
Hey, nah. Troy made it for sure. He made it clear. Make sure you know he won in football and baseball.
So Junior, I got a question for you.
What's up, man?
Good for him.
How did King J come part of the MVP?
Man, it's I'll tell you.
He's a good ball player though.
Yeah, no. I just made contact with Leo. Leo hit me up, and the rest is history.
Man, that's awesome, dude. Shit.
That's
He gets to play with
literally
kids
what it is.
He gets to play with kids from all over the.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Look, I'll tell you what, man. Like Steve has an opinion on it. I enjoy it. I
do
love
have
it.
an opinion on it. Oh my God, he's
I
coming
love
in
it.
with gloves.
I love
Come on
it. I mean, he's doing his thing. They love him. It's a family. I mean, that seems.
It's a family until he's not on the team anymore.
Hey, man. You know, one thing you taught me is at the end of the day, everybody gets to see each other. So you just gotta
I'm back.
play it.
Steve, another question. How many kids did y'all fly in
For when?
for the big tournament? That
For
just
when they
passed?
lost?
The one
Yeah.
we lost? Yeah, 2.
2?
Yeah.
Damn. That's gotta suck.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Hey, if you can afford it and you can do it, everybody would do it. They just,
That's true.
I mean,
just-
and if hold on, and if you're
Everybody's cool, but Junior can't get a pass. All right. Man, fuck out of here.
that's
You
not,
like that?
that's
You
not
like
what
that?
I told you. That's not what I told you.
Steve
That's
like
not-
that. Steve like
Nah,
that.
That's not what I told you. I said if you can do it,
Hey,
then
man,
go
why
ahead
you
and do
wearing the
it.
gloves, dude?
Safety first, guys.
Oh, you're
Turn
not
on the mic.
You're
Turn
not
on the mic,
You're
man.
not on. You're not
Did he
on.
bring the
Let me get you on,
pizza?
let me get you on.
There you go.
So,
Mic check.
Yeah. So only 2 came in, but who's on? Oh, that's
That's me.
Yeah, but no. To go back to your thing, if every team can do that,
they would do it.
they would do it in a heartbeat. And anybody who sits here and tells you no, they wouldn't, they're lying. That's any team.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're playing major baseball, whether it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, well, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. If you want to compete, you're going to have to get other kids. That's why he goes to California. California comes up. I mean, it just happens. We don't make the rules of the game. That's just how the game is being played.
Yeah.
And so if you either adapt to it or you get left behind, that's just what happens. So, you know,
I agree.
that's where it's at.
I mean, look, the
That's
thing
where
is,
it's
thing is this: if you want to play high level baseball, like I said, you got to
Yeah.
sacrifice.
You gotta-
Yeah, you
something.
You got to
Yeah.
learn how to play the bench. You need a lot of arms.
Hey,
Those good teams, man, they carry 14 plus.
I had that conversation
Yeah.
earlier with somebody. I
Yeah.
told him, man, if you want to be on a good team, y'all seen that picture I posted? You got everybody want to eat, so you got to share. Somebody got to sacrifice something.
Okay, so what are you talking about sacrificing? Though you're talking
Whether
about
it's playing time, position
Yeah, you
time,
have to.
batting lineup time. I mean, you're gonna sacrifice something, and you as a parent, you got to be conscious about it. Like, all right, you know, cool.
So my friend Louis Lopez, who runs the New York Nighthawks up in the New York area, when on his 16, 17, 18-year-old teams, he runs a 25-man roster.
Man,
25.
You told me
Yeah,
about that.
and so I asked him, said, hey, so talk to me about
That's
the 25.
awesome.
He said, hey, man, he goes, when they go to college, it's going to be 35.
that's awesome.
He goes,
dude.
they need to understand and they need to learn what it's going to take to play now. So that's his mindset on that. So, I mean, you got to figure that out.
Hey, are you a coach if you fly in players, or man?
Huh?
Are you
Like
are you a good coach if you fly in players to compete?
We don't need to fly those in, but they come in. They've been on our team for a while, so they just so happen to live in another city.
Okay.
But the
Well,
majority of our kids are from Houston, and we've had them since 6, 7 years old.
Okay.
Now, there's always this talk about, oh, man, they're big. Yeah, but when they were 6, you saw them. Oscar saw them. They were this big. I mean, it's not my fault. Miles was like 3'2", and now he's almost 6 foot. I mean,
Yeah. Miles is.
Yeah, they just
I
grow.
was trying to mimic how he moved. That's why you saw that video.
Now he moves a lot better.
I got
But
a-
he comes and gets the ball.
Hey,
He comes and gets the ball.
I got a picture of, I believe you guys were 8 and we were 9 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
And, dude, it was like 2 years difference on that picture. We had the ABC when
Yeah.
we were running that
Yeah.
8U. Oh, so y'all were 9.
Yeah.
You see all over 8 little small bitty kids. They're 9 bro. Like, oh,
Yeah,
they look like 12-year-olds.
but that 1 year age difference makes a difference.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
And everything.
did I make that throw? Tell him.
What throw?
The one where I looked at the camera the whole time?
Yeah, I caught
Oh yeah.
What was it, like a 25-foot?
Yeah, but it don't matter.
The one
It
before
was-
though
it
landed
was a
in the
strike.
other dugout.
Anyways,
We
look,
got Blue on.
we got Coach
Oh,
Blue.
Coach Blue, what's up,
is
Coach
on
Blue?
is in the building,
Hey,
man.
what's going on? Yeah,
Hey,
What's going
coach.
on?
Hey, coach. Listen, man. This is Steve, man. How's it going, my man?
it's going. How you doing, man?
Hey, man. I thought you were gonna come and be with us in studio because I wanted to see that Impala, bro. That's what I wanted to see.
Oh, no, the Impala's getting updates right now.
Oh,
It should be finished in at least 3 weeks. I had to put some long two bedders on there, and I'm getting the cam right now. So I'm trying to keep it original, but just upgrade the engine a little bit, and I think the heads are being done, so it's gonna have some rumble to it.
oh, okay, yeah. Because Junior said he's always seen it on the record, and I was like, man, that's not true. So
Yeah, the '96 SS Classic. Yeah, I've always wanted that classic since I was in high school, and I finally got a chance to get it. I paid off my other car, and then I was like, all right, this is the perfect time to do it. I don't have any kids, so I just hopped on it, but. Yeah, it's kind of like my little project right now, but, not going to do anything crazy to it, but just upgrade the engine and keep everything original, add some stuff on the suspension and stuff like that.
oh, okay, that's cool, man. So how you been, Coach Blue? I mean, how's it going, man?
Oh, man.
I saw it, man. I follow you on
I'm
Facebook,
like in the
man.
same boat as everybody. Like, I'm just, he's trying to survive, man. This is crazy. This is, we living in some history right now.
Hey,
so
You're surviving a little bit better than most because every time I see you on Facebook, you out of town, bro. I mean,
hey, before this all happened, now I'm at home. Yeah, so a couple times I went to see my boy out in Phoenix, and a good friend of mine also coaches with the Dodgers. So I try to get out of town as much as I can and see some of my baseball buddies when I can, when I have some downtime.
nice, man. Yeah. And when Junior told me you were going to come on, I was like, hell yeah. I mean, because I actually didn't know if you were in Houston because, like I said, dude, last time I saw you, you're just like everywhere. I'm like, man, Coach Blue living the life, man. I was like,
Did you go to Dominican?
I know it took to my 30s for me to really start traveling. So, when I get a chance to do so, it's always some kind of baseball related. My birthday, I went up to Seattle and never been. So, it's good to move around. You got to get a different view,
Yeah, hey, when you posted up a picture when you were at the Dominican, I think we were doing a show that day. Yeah, hell yeah. And Junior's like, he's
yeah.
Like, I was like, yeah, man.
I almost forgot I went to Dominican Republic just recently.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's just been so much going on, man. It's just everything seems so far away. And, even, when I went to DR. So, I just went down to, catch some games down there. And, I know a couple guys and teammates down there. So I try to stay in contact with them, and it's always a good vibe to meet down there.
Yeah. Hey, so so the picture you posted, I know you're in Santo Domingo. Where else did you go? Were you just there, or where were you at?
I was just there.
Okay.
I haven't, I've gone to Punta Cana. I've been there for a little bit. Then as soon as I fly in, I normally just go to San Domingo, but I haven't been anywhere else. I haven't really explored it that much, as much as I want to. But, hopefully when everything dies down, and who knows when that is, I get a chance to go back down there.
Yeah, when it dies down and I go, man, I'm gonna let you know when I go so that you can go with me, dude. I mean, we can meet.
Oh, we on. I'm in.
Yeah, we can meet on over there, man, and I'll take you to our academy over there, and I'll introduce you to some people, and we just go around the whole island over there. Well, not the whole island. We're just going to go to Boca Chica and right there to Santo Domingo. We'll just stay there. And trust me, there's enough baseball there to last for a whole year. So, I mean.
I bet.
Yeah.
I believe it.
And then, so I'm gonna text you the hotel because I usually stay at the Barcelona right there. And you can stay in the same hotel, man, and we'll kick it, man. They got a casino in that hotel, and the bar's open. And the bar's open all night.
Damn.
Oh man, you don't have to drink for me, man.
Oh man, that shit. I will.
Hey, Coach Blue, real quick, you gonna come join this dad challenge, man, or what?
Dad challenge. What's What's going on with that?
Is that damn post that you were tagged on about trying to
Oh, okay. So Dad's supposed to come out and just take swings and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're supposed to have a big old barbecue, man. So it's sponsored by Oscar.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's sponsored by Oscar. So. Hey man, but hey,
I would like to come. I would like to come out and see these bad swings. You know, I would love for that to happen.
You're gonna have to break.
Sitting up there screaming and yelling about do this and do this, and then I want to see them put them in motion. So
yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, real quick, man. You're gonna have to give me some more hats, dude. I'm wearing your hat everywhere, and everybody's like, "Man, what is that?" I'm like, "Man,
oh yeah,
it's a player only hat, bro."
Yeah, limited edition.
Yeah, man. I got plenty of hats. I mean, you know, with everything going on, it just pushes everything back and ideas and things I want to move forward. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, it's affecting everybody. I hate that this is going on, but you know, it just shows that you know you really don't have any control. You know, you know, I miss the game right now. It's tough. It's tough not even seeing it on TV and not being around the kids and coaching. It's tough. It's the way of life for me, and for y'all too. I know y'all love it as well. So
yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
Now, hey, Coach. So you're back now in Houston, back from your world tour or your little United States Continental tour. I was telling him, man. Yeah, man. I was telling him about it.
He's making it seem like I'm popping champagne on
hey, man, shoot, man. Hey, Coach, listen, whenever you're out of town and you're doing something, man, you're spending some sort of money. I mean, I know you got it, so when we're when we go to the DR, you got me in the DR. So, but hey,
I got you in the DR, man. You might see me at HEB in the next couple of weeks bagging groceries. The way this thing is going.
hey, Coach, I got to ask you a question, man. So, I mean, what are you doing day to day, man? I mean, you just like everybody else, staying in the house watching TV, or what's the deal?
I try to stay active. You know, basically. You know, going to the park, go run. That's pretty much it. You know, it's Netflix all day long. I just try not to get inside my head too much about everything. I have to limit myself to the news because everything's changing every day. Every time you tune in, it's something different.
Right.
You know, I just try to just stay balanced is the biggest thing. But, you know, working out is a big part of my life too. You know, that's what keeps me balanced, and I don't have it that much. You know, the things that I do other than coaching, you know, with jiu-jitsu and working out every day, I don't have those things. So I have to just kind of, you know, steer my mental in another direction right now. You know, and running seems to be the thing. I hate long distance running, and I'm at Memorial Park running, and I hate doing it.
Hell yeah!
I'm a sprinter.
Hey, Coach, how long you been into jiu-jitsu?
It's 2.5 years.
Okay.
You know, 2.5 years I've been doing it, and for me, it was more about going into something that I had no idea what I was doing. Obviously, I'm an athlete, but, you know, I wanted to mentally challenge myself, and I wanted to be a student because, you know, baseball is my world, but I wanted to do something and just start totally from the bottom. And I did it one day of training, and it was like the hardest thing I've ever done. You know, and it takes 10+ years to be a black belt, so they're not giving these belts out. You know, so I went to one class, and it was just, I was gassed. I was just struggling, and I was hooked. And so I train like 3 to 4 times a week now, you know, until all of this happened. But, you know, I'm, you know, pretty set in my ways about going all the time. It's consistent. Yeah, it's a passion of mine now.
Yeah, and the reason why I ask you that, because my son is in that, and he's been in it for 4 years now. And yeah, you're right about those black belts, man. They ain't giving them out, man. They just
no,
man. No, you may die before you get one of them now.
10+ years, man.
It takes a while, dude. They ain't giving them out, bro. I mean, it's not like you're AA and you go to AAA or triple.
It's everything. It's everything that I hate. I hate being smothered. I hate being hot. I like my personal space, and it's everything. It's everything that I don't like, and somehow it's weird because I love it because it's completely outside my box, and I think the biggest thing was just the growth for me, and as a man, and just in overall my mental thoughts and things like that, and just trying to push myself to get better, and I feel like that helps me out as a coach. As weird as that may seem.
Yeah.
So,
Nah, I've told the story here a couple of times. One of the last times I took my son to his little MMA training, he was BSing on the way to the little place, right? He wasn't focused and all that. And I was like, hey, dude, you better get ready, man. He goes, nah, Dad, I got it. Man, hey, coach, he got in there, got his ass whooped 3 times in a row, man. I said, I told him, I said, this is what happens when you're not prepared, man. I mean, you know how it is once you start getting in there rolling.
It's humbling. Yeah, it is. I've competed. My first competition was in August, and I competed as a white belt when I was a white belt. So it was just a whole nother mode for me. I played football in high school too, so I haven't felt that kind of adrenaline in a long time. So I was trying to figure out, like, where should I be hyped? Should I be kind of low key? I was trying to figure out what mode I need to be. And then once we started, the match started, it was just, it was crazy. I was like, damn, I'm really out here doing this. Somebody's trying to choke me out, or somebody's trying to, put me in an armbar. So other than that, it was, I'm hooked, man.
Yeah, hey, and if you're not watching out, man, they'll get you with that gi also, man. Some of those people don't play around with that, man.
Don't matter how.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Hey,
I do mostly.
Hey, and coach, you don't even have to be strong.
Gi.
You don't even have to be strong, man.
No.
I mean, shit. I've seen.
No, you don't.
And that's the funny part, man. I mean, I see little kids, and I'm just going for the little kids because I've seen more of that. You see the little kids, the little skinny little kids, man. They get in there, man. Their technique is awesome, and man, they're just manhandling big guys. I mean,
I'm a proven fact on that one.
Are you really?
My brother came out of the military as a military cop, and I'm bigger. I'm way bigger than him. I'm holding more like 300 pounds over him. Mm-hmm. So I tried him.
You did?
Yeah, for about 10 seconds.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah. It's amazing, man.
Real.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's higher built. This guy's, I'm 6'3", and this guy's at 5'5", and I'm just getting choked out, and everything. And it's not really about the size. It's big on, you gotta be big on technique and things like that. So, and I'm a blue belt now, and I'm not even scratching the surface of the whole thing.
Right.
That's what's crazy about it. I have so much to learn and so long to go. So it's all about patience too, and I have that. So.
Yeah, well, that's good, man.
I got a story about jiu-jitsu, man. About, I want to say like 5 years ago, my brother-in-law was like, man, we got to come do this, dude, because he's all into MMA. Like, he was all into the MMA. I mean, I know, Coach Blue, you've run into those people before that they're all into MMA so much, man, that they're just choking everybody out. Like, hey, check this out. Bah! And just choking them out. Yeah. So he was choking everybody in the family out. And I was like, man, you know what? I'm tired of this, dude. I'm gonna go to one of your trainings. So I went in there, and the guy's like, hey, it's your first class or whatever. And I was like, yes, sir, whatever. And they lined me up against this chick, man. And she was like mid-40s. Like, she's a lady, And I'm like, man, I'm not going to tackle her, man. Like, what the hell? This is wrong. Dude, she dropped me, bro. 2 seconds. I was on the ground, like, getting choked out. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. And she's like, don't try me. Man, she dropped me like 3 more times. And I said, man, I had about enough. I didn't go back. I was like, nah. I was like, nah, man. It's tough, bro. Hey, but real quick. Talk about jiu-jitsu.
At some point.
Talk about jiu-jitsu. I know that you do it for, physical fitness. How does it translate to baseball, man? Do you think kids should get into that?
Man, it's way more physical than baseball. I mean, it's so much core and conditioning and things like that. I think that the mental side of it, of trying to bounce back even after you get submitted, even when you're down and mentally just completely burned out, just keep going and pushing. I think it would help, with any athlete or any person. that needs that extra drive, because I need it, at some point, and I think that kids, even the discipline, and things like that, I think that those things are important. But it's not for everybody, man. Trust me. Initially, I didn't go in to do jiu-jitsu. I went in there to do Muay Thai because I wanted to do something different. I can go in the gym and just lift all day. But, they were like, yo, you need to do jiu-jitsu. And I was like, all right, I'm not sure if I want to roll around with another man. That's my first thought process on it. And then I did it. And then I was like, oh, okay, that was extreme. I was gassed out and everything. So, but for kids, I would recommend it. I would recommend it for, a lot of people, women too, just self-defense, and but it's not baseball. It's nowhere near baseball. It's just not. Two totally different universes. It's baseball and jiu-jitsu, and it's not even the same ballpark, man.
Oh, okay. Well, the reason why I ask is because I know that sometimes there's coaches that always implement other activities or other hobbies, sports or whatever, to try to help out at some way or the other to the other sport. So that was the question behind that. But,
we're trying to translate something from jiu-jitsu to that?
Yes, sir.
They got a baseball choke.
So it's just more like, I understand what you're saying.
That's it. I mean, but I think more the mental side and the conditioning. Yeah, I think that'll translate a little bit more.
So how do you feel about the season being kind of on hold or postponed as far as B Elite baseball development goes?
Oh man, it's tough. I'm currently at Hit Indoor Training. I moved my teams over there, and it's a good situation. I think I started gaining momentum in that area. It's just tough for the kids. It's tough for me. But what can you do? I stopped practices the week before, not last week, but the week before last, and I just felt like it was the right thing to do. But to be honest, I don't even think it's going to be an MLB season. I don't. That's just me. But I don't think it will be an MLB season the way this is going. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah. I agree. Hey, and
I hate to say that. I want to see it, because I think that if the MLB is playing, then there's a possibility everybody might be playing some ball.
Yeah.
But it's just tough, man. It's just so much, uncertainty right now about everything.
Yeah. Hey, we had Geoff Blum earlier, and I asked him this question. I want to ask you. Okay, we're gonna bring it. We're gonna go all over the league here. Mookie Betts goes from the Red Sox to the Dodgers. You have Springer, and I don't know however many players we have on their last year, right? How do you feel about Mookie Betts potentially not even playing a game in a Dodger uniform? And then how do you feel about George Springer possibly being Game 7 of last year, being his last game as an Astro?
Well, first of all, having Mookie over there is great. I actually met Mookie, I think about 2 years ago. I just think he's a stand-up guy. It's kind of like Granderson to me, like Curtis Granderson. They're just really stand-up guys in the conversations that we had. I think that's a good look for Mookie, but, as far as everything being on hold, what can you do about that? So, but with Springer, I would say I don't see Springer being an Astro, like a long-time Astro. You see what I'm saying? Okay. I think Springer will end up leaving at some point. I feel like Altuve is like the new Biggio, but and I don't think he's going to leave. But I don't know. Everything's so up in the air to me right now. About baseball right now, period. Are we going to even play this year? So it's kind of weird right now. But I think Springer will end up playing somewhere else in his career. I don't think he's a lifetime Astro, if that answers your question.
Man, I want to cry because I'm wearing a Springer jersey right now.
Springer with the Yankees.
Springer to the Yankees?
I just don't see it, man.
Yeah,
I just feel like at some point you get the ring, and they got the ring. and then after that, it's pretty much, you know, then you go for the check. You know, that's just me as a player. You know, you spend all this time trying to get to the big leagues. You get there. I'm just more of the type of player that wanted the ring, and then after that, everything else follows up because you're making good money. But after that, after you accomplish that ring, then it would be like, okay, well, let me go ahead and get set up for life. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that Springer and the Astros have a lot to prove, especially after everything that's gone on. But I was actually excited to see how the season was going to go because there was just so much going on that I wanted to see how they handled the adversity. I wanted to see where how Baker played a part in the whole Astros organization or the team.
I agree with you. I was excited for the season, man. I wanted to see Lance McCullers back on the mound, Jose Urquidy. You know, I thought those guys were going to blossom, and then you got Yordan with a season under his belt. You know, he's finally going to come around, and I honestly thought that we're going to call up Wheatley sometime this year, but Steve's shaking his head, so there's probably a no. But no, man. I mean, I agree with you. It's kind of a bummer, but you know, what can we do? What can we do?
Springer to the Red Sox.
Ah, get out of here, man.
Hey, they might need an outfielder.
No, I don't see that one.
They're paying everybody out there, so.
Well,
Yeah.
We'll see.
I like Springer's game though, man. That's like one. I don't think he's a great center fielder, but I like his energy. I like what he brings to the table. You know, he's definitely I was like, yeah, he seems like a good team guy too. That's huge. You know, so.
Oh, for sure. What's up, Steve? You good?
Yeah, no, I'm just returning the text.
Oh, Steve over there just
I'm returning text.
with the comments right now. But hey, Coach, man, hey, I appreciate you making the time right now to just kind of chat with us. Hopefully, we can get you in studio soon, and we can go hang out at the facility. You know, I'll definitely stay in touch with you, and you know, hopefully, we can see each other soon, man.
Hey, man, yeah, appreciate y'all having me again. Hey, love what y'all doing. Keep it going, and even through these hard times, man, because, you know, even this time right now, it's great to talk baseball and things like that, you know, but I like what y'all doing, man. Just keep it up.
Hey, Coach Blue, I'm going to text you later on because you came up in a conversation I had about Lamar baseball, but we'll talk about that offline, bro. You're gonna like it, man.
Well, hopefully it's good.
no, man, it's good, man. It's good.
He's like, oh, we gonna talk about it right now.
Nah, man, no, it's good, man. It's good, but I'll talk to you about that offline, though.
All right, cool.
All right, bro. Thanks, Coach.
All right, man.
Have
Thanks,
a good
man.
one.
Hey, no problem. See y'all.
All right.
Man.
Hey, so he's getting that 96 souped up.
Man, hey, that's one of my favorite cars. He's got that cherry color on it too.
He said, I'm trying to keep it simple. And he said, I'm adding some to the motor, wheels, interior. I was like, what? That ain't simple
about that.
Man.
No, I'm with you on that. So, man, we had some questions coming in while we had Coach Blue on.
Okay, go up. Where is development? No, not that one. No. What are you on, YouTube or what?
I'm on Facebook Live.
All right, what's up, man?
Okay.
Anyways, so what's up, Oscar? Did you have fun yesterday?
Bro, my arm is hurting.
Bro, yeah, I'm telling you, that between the legs,
Yeah, man, that was
that
pretty
was
sore, dude.
fire, dude.
Hey, we were careful, though. We were 6 feet away from each other at least.
Yeah, for sure. Steve was saying that you almost took my head out on the video
On which one?
when you went Oppo.
Dude, my
Hey, I thought you were gonna hit him, dude.
Dude, my swing is horrible.
That was that. I don't know. I just leave it at that. It actually didn't look too bad though. Hey, your fielding was okay too.
Dude, I'm like 150 pounds heavier than what I was back in the day. So
Okay.
What's going on, brother Sam?
Yeah, I know. I saw Sam on there. Okay, so Scott Moore says, where does the development come in? I'm assuming he's talking about the kids coming in from out of town. Man, they got to work on their own. But the core team that we've had since 6, 7 years old. So we've had them for what?
I
6,
agree with
7
you, man.
years.
There's levels. 6,
7 years, and then of course we practice, but then we can't. I mean, we're only practicing with them twice a week, 2 hours a day. So you don't have that much time, and so it's up to the player to.
Hey, man.
And Scott knows that.
But
He knows that.
they've been like that since
We've had them since 6, 7 years old, bro.
7U, 8U, man. They were studs since then. So
you got all of City is watching now. Steve.
And?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Just make sure Troy let you know, bro.
Troy's got my number. He got it.
I saw a little post earlier.
Nah, Troy's a good dude. He's got my number. He can call me. Shoot, I'll answer. He knows that. Big Country.
Yes,
what teams are you with right now? Who are you with?
13U Diablos / Hooks.
Okay.
And 7U Spikes.
Nice. How you like it out there with Spikes?
Deer Park?
Yeah, Deer Park Spikes.
Yeah,
They're pretty good.
Is there
Yeah.
another? I thought that was the only.
No, there's this Deer Park Spikes.
Okay, yeah. I was.
Yeah,
And
head
y'all
coach
maroon
Tito.
and gold, right?
Yeah, maroon and gold.
Dang, just like the regular Deer Park. What are they? Deer, right?
Yeah.
Or just something to that effect. I don't know exactly.
So what?
they are.
If you play for that team, is like if you go to their school or what?
Nah, I don't go to their school. We don't go to their school. We go to Pasadena.
Hell yeah.
Living
Heard
in
that?
Houston, going to Pasadena.
Heard that? Heard that?
Yeah.
Pasadena in 4 years gonna have the best high school team.
Memorial.
Yeah. Memorial,
Hey.
Mavs.
You know what?
But they kicked us out. They locked the doors.
Good.
After I damn posted the
did.
video.
Good.
I'll never
Sure
post
did.
again.
Good. Hey,
Straight
listen. I saw a young lady. I'm gonna find it on Twitter from Sam Rayburn that got accepted to Princeton and Yale today.
Yes, I saw that.
You saw that? Man,
Fire,
pretty
bro.
impressive. Yeah.
To where?
I know one was
and
Princeton.
Yale.
Or was
You're
the other
right.
one Yale?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna find her.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
dude.
congratulations to the young
It's
lady.
always good to see somebody from the hood, make it.
Is that really the hood?
Man, it's not the hood, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
my hood.
Sam Rayburn?
Yeah.
You say it's the,
No, it's not the hood.
who's more hood, Rayburn or Soho?
Whoa. Well, Soho has.
Because we know Memorial's like the rich
Soho
side.
has Taco Town, so that's
Yeah,
good.
they got Taco Town. So
Hey, Sam Marrero says most top teams have a core of 5 to 7 players.
Yep.
Sam's the one from, they used to be the Mavericks?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Super
Adidas
Mavericks.
now, right?
Yeah,
Adidas.
now
Yeah.
Adidas.
He's always had pretty good,
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
team, man.
Hey, I got a question for you, Steve.
Hey, hold on. Her name is Carla Rangel.
Oh, congratulations.
Princeton and Yale. Yeah.
Fire.
Good job, man.
I'm telling you,
Nice.
Rayburn on
Okay.
the map, baby.
Yeah. Hey, man, that's impressive, dude, man.
Quick
That's
question,
impressive,
man.
bro.
Why the hell you have that sticker on your hat, dude?
I always have my stickers on
That's
my
so ghetto.
hat. Well, I'm in Pasadena, so yeah, I got to act like you guys.
What
So,
is
yeah.
that?
You
You're
got
right.
the sticker on top, dude.
I got the sticker on
Hey,
top.
no, my man.
Brand new cap.
Come on, man.
Come on, Cook.
We're
You
going
got a GP hat with a sticker on. You
Yep.
can't get any more hood than that.
Galena Park. Yep.
It can't.
I got it.
Hey, man. Shout out to no BS. Shout out to Coach K for coming out earlier this week, man.
Oh, the football one?
Dude, that was
Yeah.
epic, dude.
Oh, that was a good show.
Yeah.
He was spitting fire, bro.
Yeah, you're a good dude, man. Good dude.
Hey, off the topic, shout out to all them damn teachers
For what?
putting up with all the kids.
Oh, over there?
Man.
Were you talking about North Shore or just?
No, I'm just talking about teachers in
general?
general.
Oh, yeah.
In general. God almighty.
It's tough, man.
Hey, they had like a little parade going on. That was at Cody's, what was it, Tuesday? And all of a sudden, man, we heard a bunch of cars just
Honking,
honking.
yeah.
I was like, what's going on? So me and Cody walked outside, and apparently it was a bunch of teachers, man. They were just driving around the neighborhood, I guess saying hi to the kids. I don't know. But
Oh, that's pretty cool, man.
yeah, it was like, man, they were like 11, 12 cars deep, and they were just going around, the neighborhood.
That was all over Houston, I believe.
Was it? I
Houston,
don't-
Pasadena, everywhere.
Okay, nice. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen anything at my house. I just seen, man, everybody's flying kites in my neighborhood, dude. I met neighbors I never even knew lived on my street.
Oh,
Hey, my neighbor gave me a bike.
Oh, yeah?
He got a new bike. He said, "Hey, Steve, you want this bike?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not?"
Dude, this dude getting bike.
Rich people problems.
Sienna Plantation proud.
Hey,
You get a bike. I
Yeah,
can
hey,
barely
it's a
get a
nice
barbecue
bike.
plate from homeboy right here next door.
He gave me a bike. I was outside. He said, "Hey, Steve, you want a bike?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." He goes, "I just got a new one, so I'll give you this bike."
What is it, like a
Damn.
$2 grand
Nah,
bike?
I don't know. It's nice though, man. It's
So
super
there you
nice.
go and see Steve every
You're gonna
Friday,
see-
every first Friday of the
I'm gonna-
month
I'm gonna
at Critical
I'm gonna
Mass.
start riding my bike. Hey, so let me tell you the story about my neighbor, right? So he moves in. They move in like maybe about 2 years ago, right? Him and his wife, and I talked to him, and so but it's funny because when I talked to him, I never really paid attention. So after I finish the story, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. So one day, probably about 9 months ago, I'm talking to him. Did I tell you this story, Julio? So I'm talking. He's in the backyard, so I see him, and he looks at me, and I say, "Hey, what?" I say, "What's up?" And he doesn't say anything, dude. And I'm like, and then I see him again the next day. Tell me, what's up? Don't say anything again.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Nah, you don't know where it's going. And so then I tell him, he's right by me, and I'm like, hey, dude. And he like doesn't pay attention to me, bro. And I go inside. I said, man, dude. I told my wife, I said, man.
Steve's all pissed off.
Yeah, I'm pissed off like a mug. I go inside my house and I tell my wife, I said, man, neighbor's a fucking asshole, dude. And she goes, why? And she goes, and I said, man, I've been telling him what's up. He don't say anything. So then I saw him like 2 days later. I'm by the fence, and he's me and him are like me and country. And I say, hey, how you doing? And he's looking at me, and I can see he's looking at me kind of different, right? And I'm like, how you doing? He puts on this fucking hearing aid, bro. Oh. He's never been able to hear me.
Oh wow.
While I was talking.
That's not what I was thinking. But okay, that'll work.
Yeah. And so.
And you over here pissed off at the man.
Yeah, I'm
God
pissed
almighty.
off at the dude.
He probably took him off because you got the music playing, dude, or
man,
something.
dude.
You don't
Yeah.
wanna
So
hear
I
that.
felt bad. So I go inside the house and I tell my wife, I said, hey, you know our neighbor, he uses a hearing aid he can't hear? She goes, no. And like, well, I just found out. I said, so every bad thing I said about him, I said I take it back. And I felt bad afterwards, man, because I was cussing the whole way out. I was like,
Is this the one with the vegan dog?
no, that's next door. That's the lady. I saw her today. She was walking. I got a vegan dog.
A
Vegan dog?
Vegan dog, yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
Poor dog.
Sam said, bro, my neighbor was so bored he cut my grass.
Dang. I wish I had those board neighbors.
I gotta say, I gotta move to Siena, man. You get bikes,
Yeah, I got a bike.
freaking vegan dogs.
Vegan dog.
Man,
Yeah.
got like 5 dogs
and
trying to
hookah.
get to my house.
Get to drive
So
your
the
golf
real
cart?
question is, how did she know the dog was vegan?
Okay, so it's funny you bring that up. Who did I tell that? Did I share that story
you
on
shared
here?
the story, yeah,
I
sure.
don't remember.
So
I don't think it's the dog's choice to be vegan.
I was gonna feed a dog, some scraps or I forgot what I had, dude. And she's
You
like,
are
"Oh no,
Mexican.
Steve! Oh no, Steve! Now my dog don't eat that." I'm like, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, so what's your dog eat?" I'm like, "Well, my dog's vegan, bro." Man, dude, I started fucking laughing, dude. I started laughing. I was like, "What, a vegan dog?" Yes, she's a vegan dog. I'm like, "Man, dude," I was like, it's amazing what you learn about your neighbors, man. So this coronavirus needs to go so I can go back in my house and not talk to anybody. You talk to your neighbors?
Nah, man, I'm the youngest
to
one out of
neighbors?
everybody.
Let me tell you a little
Honestly.
story about my neighbors. I got an older gentleman on the right side of me, older gentleman on the left side, and 2 of them in the front of me. I thought I could hang with them last night.
Old school Friday.
2 bottles of Cazadores later,
Ooh.
having to wake up at 5:30 in the morning. Man,
Didn't do
Old
it.
school Friday.
No wonder you didn't cook today. You didn't barbecue at your job.
barbecue.
Every Friday.
How are your neighbors?
On the right side, I have a pretty new neighbor. He's kind of young, well, like in the 40s. And that guy barbecues.
That's older than you.
I know. No,
I
hey,
said kind of young. I was like 20.
Well,
I said 40.
compared to my left hand side, but that guy right there, he barbecue every day. He's laid off. Apparently, he had a job at the refineries probably
Laid
like 2
off?
years ago, and he's been working off unemployment. And dude,
For 2 years?
hey,
He getting that check.
So he just went back. Well, he was about to go back. He went to do the test or whatever, safety console, and then this coronavirus happened. So he was like, no.
So you're saying he barbecues every day?
Every day, bro.
He must be from the valley. He must be from the valley.
Actually, he is from the
There
valley.
you go. Because
956
everybody in the
cuz.
valley, 956, always barbecue.
He is from the valley.
Every time.
And then to my left hand side is an older guy that I usually don't cut my grass. I have somebody come and cut it, and so whenever they feel like it's too long, too high, they literally cut all the way to my half of my yard, like basically telling me like, "Hey,
Cut your yard."
Cut your yard."
Man, I wouldn't cut it just on general principle after that, bro. But that's just me.
Hey,
Julio.
they have to wait another week for that.
How about your neighbors, bro? Do you talk to them or
Yeah, talk to him.
for real?
Yeah, one's a Hispanic on one side and one's a old lady on the other side.
What the
So-
old lady say?
She doesn't. She rarely comes out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's just I don't know, but it's things. I mean, stuff like this. I shouldn't know this much about my neighbors, bro. But since with no baseball, no practice, no nothing. I mean, you want some water?
And you know what? Give me a beer.
Chandler.
I'm just realizing today's Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a beer, and I'm over here asking for a water.
Why?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean that's
What you say?
What
I've
do you
never
want?
tried Modelo.
Don't try Modelo.
No?
Oh yeah, no, try
yeah,
it. No. I'm just saying. Hey, so this is the stuff that happens, man, when there's no baseball. You get to know your neighbors a little bit better.
Yeah.
I got a bike, which is cool. It's kind of like boring, dude. I mean, because the times when I'd be out practicing or doing something, now I'm outside in my backyard. I'm in my front yard. I'm walking. I'm just chilling, and I'm just learning all these people's names and. Oh, did you just move in? So, nah, bro, I've been here longer than you. I just don't come outside and mess with y'all. So, I mean, so it's fun. It's fun.
It's actually pretty fun, man. Seeing all the kids. Well, there's a bunch of kids out there on my block just playing, basketball.
So there's no social distancing in your neighborhood?
Nah.
Man, ain't nobody practicing no social distancing at all.
Bro, I'm a driver, and I was happy. I was like, man, when they put that supposedly work from home or whatever, I was like, oh, no traffic, bro. I think it was worse. Like traffic left and right until today afternoon, like around 4 or 5. I started seeing the freeway kind of dying down.
You saw the meme I posted?
Which one?
It said Chicago, nobody in the streets.
Yeah.
New York, no.
Everybody on the
Houston,
street.
Houston, bumper to
everybody.
bumper.
Hey,
Everybody's essential.
Bro.
I didn't see that one, but I saw that one picture. What were you wearing, bro?
Which one?
The one where Steve commented, "What are you wearing?"
Oh, that was like 4 years
Like
ago.
Jersey Shore kind of.
It was
You look like Ronnie out there, bro.
Ronnie. You
Not
like
as
that?
big though. Not as big.
Oh, true.
Man, that's fucked up.
That's funny.
Yeah, I like that though. Steve was like, man, I like them shorts. So I
You
was
like the shoes, Steve? You like the shoes?
It's a Cole Hans. Steve knows what I'm talking about.
They're all right, man. They look like
No, let the people know they fly. Tell them.
So, Steve, I have a question.
Look, he's just like,
They look like them. What are them?
Sperry's.
Sperry's. There you go. Yes, sir.
So, back in the days, it was ABC Force
Yeah.
baseball, right? Why not C4 baseball instead of ZT?
Me and Junior talk about that. No, okay. Me and Junior talk about that all the time. We're actually not ready for that yet.
For what?
coming soon.
To having teams.
For
Coming
C4?
soon, bro.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Hey, it was good though. When
Yeah.
we were ABC,
Now we'll figure it out, and we're working on that right now. So, thanks for putting me on the spot.
we were making some noise back in the days, man.
Yeah, that was a good time, man. That was a good time. Do you have crawfish boils like Beth has?
What?
She has block parties and crawfish boils.
I had one 2 weeks ago.
Really, man, that would be cool, man.
Man,
Did
did you see the Backyard Ballers video with the little baseball throwing? Man,
Oh, yeah.
everybody's
Everybody's
house,
trying to
like,
do it now.
3.5 mil.
What is
I'm
that?
like, gee, I'm like,
3.5
I'm
mil?
like, come on, man.
Is it really? No, I didn't.
I'm like, y'all can't stun on us like that.
I didn't see
No
that.
wonder y'all have crawfish boils. Shit.
Nah,
Right, Miss Beth?
I didn't see that. Nah, that would be cool if we had crawfish boils on my block, but man, I ain't trying to talk to my neighbors though. That's just me. You like talking to your neighbors?
Not really, but
Yeah, I can do without it. I can do. How about you,
I
Country?
talked to them.
You talk to them?
But they're old school Mexicans.
Oh, okay.
So I get, my grass not cut, he'll come over here and cut it.
That's what's up.
Man,
I need to move over there.
No kidding, dude. Shoot, I can do it all.
Edge, bro.
And it helps too that I have my uncle and my uncle and my aunt that lives candy corner of me, so they'll cut the grass too.
Edge, bro.
Man,
So
God, did y'all get flooded out during Harvey?
I wasn't there.
You weren't there?
No, I
Okay.
wasn't.
Oh, you probably moved there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Moved there 3 years ago.
Okay, nice. Yeah, man. Shoot, I'm still trying to go to a crawfish boil right here at Junior's house.
We
Did
had
you
one.
have?
We
I
had
have one, right?
Yeah, me and Frank.
Frank the
Damn.
Tank.
You didn't get an invite, bro.
Yeah, we did.
Nah, he
I won.
did.
Did
It was
I?
for the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I wasn't coming.
We were all wearing Chiefs gear.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's right.
so what? Season's over? Spring?
What?
Spring?
Yeah,
Yeah,
For
it's
who?
over.
For
Season's
travel
over.
baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For everybody.
I think so.
I don't know. Text Darren see if they're gonna have a season.
We
Darren's
gotta-
like this right now.
I talked to Darren. He's trying to get back in May, but
So
it's over.
if we're saying it's over and President Trump opens up the floodgates on what is it, Easter? Is baseball coming back right after that?
Hell yeah.
I tell you that.
I think so.
I tell you what, if they clear everybody, you could do whatever, to play. Those first tournaments, bro, they're gonna be packed.
They're gonna be fire.
They're gonna be lit.
What?
The tournaments.
You think it's gonna be good baseball or
It's gonna be trash.
I don't know.
it's gonna be tough? I don't think everybody's putting in the work as some are.
30%.
Yeah, I'm at 50, but
Right until you sign that.
I love that. I love that. But I mean,
I
are
wish
you
everybody
working?
had the mentality.
So
Yeah,
You got to
not
see the
everybody
ball
has
hit the ball, bro.
I'm with you
So
on that
we
one.
have already reserved the house for over there for Georgia. We're going to TBS, and we're like, man, and we canceled it today because we're
They
like,
canceled
man.
it?
Well, we
No.
the girl the lady who got it, she canceled.
Y'all
it.
getting
What
y'all
I'm
money
saying,
back?
The
Yeah.
tournament canceled
Yeah.
or what?
No, they're gonna give an update till May 9th.
Yeah, but
Man,
you can't wait. You can't wait.
Yeah, to May 9th, and then after that, basically, I mean, you ain't got no time to fundraise. You
I'm
got,
telling
you know,
you, man.
I was when we were trying to book to go to Colorado, it was gonna be 3,000 round trip for me and my whole family. Good thing I didn't post, but I mean, buy the plane
Yeah.
tickets because man.
I tell you
it's
what,
been a
if
costly one.
we do play that the
Sulfur?
Astros World Series is gonna be lit.
That or sulfur?
Sulfur ain't gonna.
You don't think so? Oh, when is that?
Dude, I
That's
love that
That's
one.
July.
I
July
love
4th
that one.
weekend.
Yeah,
I
everybody
love
loves
going
that.
to the
It's
It's because
It's
going to the
man,
Golden Nugget, baby.
It's awesome.
Nah, I hate
For
that.
7U. For like 8
Yeah.
and 7U, it's awesome. But after you get after that, nah, you better go
not?
venture somewhere else.
Okay. I just don't like Sulphur Lake Charles. I just think it's boring there.
I mean, it
Yeah,
is, but
for
not
me-
at night.
The only thing for me was in Sulphur, the 2 times that I've been there, we've seen the legends. We've seen everybody from Texas gets together. And let's just beat the shit out of all these other teams. That's when everybody
Did you go
comes-
with us that one time?
Yeah.
We were Miking, right?
Yeah.
We were Miking. Yeah. It was fun.
So that lady,
What happened?
that lady, the person that you called that lady, she responded.
Oh,
Damn.
my bad, Beto.
I'm gonna go ahead and take that. I'm gonna go ahead and take that Sidious breakup over and under 2 weeks. That was fucked up.
Oh,
Oscar.
That's funny. That's
play it.
funny, man. Timothy Johnson, you may be right. I don't know. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. I see a lot of people working out and doing stuff, but you may be right on that. I don't know.
It's just for the video, bro.
For the video?
Yeah,
think
man.
so?
You work out for like 2 minutes and then that's it, man.
Man.
You think so?
I don't know, man.
No,
we were
I
out
see
there
a lot
for
of
like
people-
3 hours yesterday.
I see a lot of
My
people
arm
putting
hurt.
in some work though.
My 13-year-old, I send him videos while I'm at work. I said, this is what you need to do with your younger brother. And he's there, and he'll FaceTime me. He'll be like, okay, look, Dad, we're putting in that work with him.
Yeah.
I go, that's the only way you're going to get better. I go, you can't just be sitting down playing Fortnite.
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 Is that still a thing?
Yeah, no, it's still a thing, dude.
What?
Yeah, they got new maps. This is the perfect time for them to come.
That
out.
was FIFA,
Everybody
bro.
home.
FIFA or MLB.
Nah, everybody in FIFA got the coronavirus.
You know, I had that FIFA game at the house. Not once have I ever played it.
What?
Man, that's
yeah,
a good game.
same for me.
Dude.
That's a good game. That's a good game.
I
And
bought-
I don't really
I
play
bought
that
it
much.
Black Friday, $20.
For real.
20
Hell,
bucks.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't buy the games like when they come out, bro. Except for MLB. I did Julio. By the way, I ended up paying the extra $20.
You told me.
Yeah, I couldn't wait because it was quarantine. I was like, man, I'm gonna buy it. And guess what? It was just for the entry video because the rosters, the gameplay is the same. I'm like, come on, man. They hustled me.
Oh
Hey,
man.
Thomas was like, first time a bunch of his kids touched a ball since the pandemic was for the TikTok videos.
Could be.
That's funny.
Could be. Could
That's
be.
funny.
Could be. Yeah. So I think that at that first tournament, it's gonna be
Nah.
all right. There's gonna be a lot of teams there.
Man, I'm telling you,
There's
man.
gonna be a lot of teams. I just don't know if the baseball's gonna be good, but we'll see,
Are
man.
y'all
be
playing any
lit.
13U AAA or major tournaments?
So like
That's
we
a
do.
no.
No. Let me answer. We're
Okay.
not legends. What we
They
do.
can't mess up the record, bro.
What we do. No, that's not true either. What we do every year, if Junior let me answer, is after the Super NIT, we play the next age group up. So to answer your question, we're gonna go 13 major. But I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna do that now.
Man, why not?
Hey man, we're gonna play.
Call
we'll
Nick
play
Saban.
whatever happens.
Call
happens.
Nick Saban right now.
That's what we do every year. I'm
Yeah.
just telling you. We do it every year. So our plan was to do that again this year, and then play. So there's 2 classifications of 13: the small one and the big one.
You got AA and AAA
No,
and
no,
major.
no.
The field.
The field.
Yeah.
The field.
Oh, the
size.
field. You
Well,
got
which one
60,
y'all
90.
playing?
You got 60, 90, and 50.
Yeah, whatever. So
something.
we're gonna start off and then go to the big one. That was our plan. I don't
Just play the big one.
now. Oh, we're gonna play the big one. We don't run away from from competition. So we're gonna see what we're made of.
I mean, that's the only one.
It's a different game.
It's a different game.
Different
It's a
game.
different game. So, but we'll find out. I mean,
Yeah. 10 feet
You
different.
think it's gonna be boring at first?
no, it's
Those-
gonna be
those
tough.
Oh,
boring
no,
game?
man. Hey, 13U's
It's gonna be tougher, dude.
13U's good, bro.
Yeah, it's a different game, dude. But listen, so like when we were 10 years old, we had no problem going up and playing the 11U Alamo Drillers. So we've proven we'll go up and play.
And that was a good game.
Whatever happens, happens.
Hey,
no, we got our ass whooped.
Nah, but in reality,
no, that was a good team.
Yeah.
When they were 11U,
And
they
Beaumont.
were good.
Y'all,
Yes.
y'all 12U, but these are some big ass 13U kids.
It's okay. Hey, man.
Have you seen?
Hey, if you want to play the best and you want to be considered the best, you got to play the best.
You got to fly in the best.
Whatever happens, and if you can afford to do it, then the Legends would do it, but they can't. So, you know.
Oh,
But-
so you pay for them?
No, we don't pay for them.
just said that.
I'm answering your question. I'm answering your question.
Everybody heard
so
it.
would you
Everybody
pick up any 13U kids to go play with y'all?
Probably not. Probably not.
So-
We're going to stay with
so-
our team.
so if you're sitting there,
Hold on. I will answer your question. Just let me.
You're sitting there, and if you have AK Maverick to come on to play with y'all on a Sunday, would you accept them?
If we have 12 to 13, probably not. Probably not.
I mean, that's your whole core already.
Yeah, I mean,
we got
a. No, how many do we have here?
Yeah, like 10, 11?
Yeah, I think we have 10. No, I think 10 or 11, yeah.
Because I remember when we used to go practice with y'all, man. Y'all had a whole squad. So I was like,
And they run a legitimate practice.
Yep.
hey, it was a good practice too.
Yep.
Over there, Steve throwing
We
BP.
still run it. I mean, so we talk about development. Like I said, we go 2 times a week, 2 hours of practice. Sometimes we go on the weekends. I mean, I'm in the outfield. I never come in the infield. My thing is the outfield. JD's the infield. Chester's pitcher. Trevor's catching. Everything's broken down.
Yeah, I might have changed it because last time, well, back in the days, you were the pitcher. I
Yeah.
remember, I remember he throwing.
Coach pitch? Coach pitch?
No,
No,
he would throw
no.
to their kids
BB.
hard. You know, man,
BB.
those kids were smashing it.
Yeah.
Then my little boy comes and that boy can't even catch up to that ball. Like, Steve,
That
slow
was
it down.
That was pre L screen days. Now you
Yeah.
gotta have an L screen. No, hell
Yeah.
no.
Now you
Them
gotta have an
kids-
L screen.
Yeah, them kids hit the ball.
The people
Wait.
want you to take the sticker off, bro.
What sticker? I'm leaving it on.
Oh.
I'm leaving it on, Josh. And when you give me a hat, I would take that sticker off. Nothing bad,
is
dude.
that a
It's just right
challenge?
here. Nah,
And,
dude.
and I was going to bring you a Bulldogs cap.
Oh man, them Bulldogs. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get a jacket hat from Josh Wells. Hey, so what's up with them Bulldogs, dude?
They there.
What happened? I'm not really into football, but I've been seeing a lot of stuff on that Grader page about
Nothing happened. I just asked about the game.
No, but what's his name? The guy, the mattress guy.
Hilton?
Yeah, what happened?
Nothing.
Oh, that was
He
mentioned.
did the one-handed push-ups, 50 piece.
for
They
real.
did a 50
Hell
piece
yeah.
100 push-ups.
Yeah, he did.
He called everybody out. It's a fat
So
jack.
that's what it was then.
Who
I
did?
don't know.
Who did?
Hilton.
Oh, did he?
He
That
did
was
the
recently,
100
right?
Yeah, he just
Come
did
on,
it about a
man.
week
I
ago.
tagged you on that. You know.
Yeah,
that.
Dude, I'm
I
not
showed you the
always.
picture.
I'm not
He
always
did-
on
he did a-
Facebook.
he did a 50
I was on Facebook.
Unlike you guys,
Fuck
unlike
outta
you
here.
guys, unlike you guys,
FOH.
I'm not always
Do you
on
believe that,
Facebook.
Junior? Do you believe that, Junior?
Man,
Dude, I miss a lot of stuff, dude. I'm not on it all the
Man,
time.
I be commenting on everything, dude. I've been having people like screenshot
Photo
me
drop
pics.
five.
Screenshotting me pics of this when like Trump comes on. I'll be like writing dumbass stuff on there. Like I'll be like, "Hey, Mr. Trump, when are you gonna send Space Force and stuff?" People be screenshotting. They're like, "Dude, you a fool." I'm like, "Man, I'm just trolling, bro." Half the time I'm just trolling because it's not that I'm bored at work. It's just like I'm always like there's always like a tea break or something. I just hop in, start commenting. But yeah, it's cool that everybody's on their phones.
I'm listening to you, Junior. I'm listening to
You
you.
see that? That's messed up.
I got you, dude.
Anyway, shout out to my boy Ralph Martinez from New York. Shout out, baby. Hopefully we get to play some baseball in New York. How is it over there, man?
New York.
Give us a comment.
Aren't-
We got
aren't
New
they
York
shut
in the
down?
building.
NYBC. Huh?
They're shut down, aren't they? Over there?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I
everybody
just
shut
asked
down,
Ralph,
right?
so hopefully he can let me know what's up.
Everybody shut down, I think. I don't know. I have no idea.
Not us.
Should not Houston. Definitely not Sugarland.
Hey, for real, everybody was commenting on that challenge. Like, hey, dude, how y'all not shut
Oh,
down? My
yeah.
boy Alvaro was like, nah, dude, we can't get out.
Yeah, well, because that's a smaller town, so they're a little bit more stringent on it. What are you gonna do? You can't give everybody a ticket here, bro.
Nah.
It's tough.
Hey, you think this
Essentials
thing's gonna?
only.
You think this thing is gonna come down anytime soon?
I have no
I
idea,
don't.
bro.
I think we can. April and May is gonna be the worst for everybody.
I have no idea.
What's the reason of them sending money anyways? I mean, it's supposed it's gonna be like 2 weeks only
Sending money where?
for the checks.
Yeah. Well, man. Well, country say we're not getting a check if you make over what 75K. I don't know. What
Yeah, if you
who's coming on?
Well, I only,
Hilton's coming
hey,
on.
Okay.
Hey,
It's
well,
not football, but okay.
if you make over 75,
If you make over, that's what we said. If you make over 75,
don't worry, I only report 30.
Damn. I mean, This is not.
What's up? What's up, country? What's up?
What's going on, Hilton?
Oh, nothing. What you on the show, Big Country?
Yeah, I'm here with boys Steve Medina and Junior Aguilar and Oscar.
Hey, country, shit, you on the show, baby, the big show.
So we sitting here talking about the 50-piece.
Man, look, y'all don't want nothing. I promise you, y'all don't want nothing.
Man, that's a fact, Jack.
That's a fact, Jack.
Hey, Coach, I was telling Country earlier that a couple of years ago I went in there to just buy a mattress, and your enthusiasm was so contagious. I walked out there with 8 pieces of furniture, man. I was like, damn, got hit by a salesman.
Ooh, and that's a fact, Jack.
Yeah.
Hey, that's called let them have it,
man. Yeah, well, shit, yeah, I had to go to the bank and get some cash. I was like, man, but y'all got some good stuff over there, Coach, and I was telling Country I need to go back over there because I need a couple of mattresses, but hopefully I'm going to take Big Country with me. And
hey, so watch this funny story. So I get home that night, right? You know, I'm not all on Facebook, but you know, my wife must be keeping tabs on me. So she said, so I see you did some push-ups, huh? And you know, I kind of was like, you know, hold it, whoa, what you mean? She goes, okay, well, let me see you drop down and give me something right now. Shit, man. hey, I don't know what it was, man. I must have been feeling it when we was at the shop, because I got home and I couldn't even do like 6. I mean, crazy. So I must have been hyped, brother.
Yeah, well, it seemed like you were hype. I mean, because he did it with one arm, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. That was some crazy stuff, man. But
Damn.
man, I promise you, we can't wait till we can put some pads back on and get out on the field, man.
Yeah, that's the what. When is that going to happen? Does anybody know when does the football season start?
Who knows? You know, we just, you know, I talk to my boys a couple of times, you know, every week, and you know, we was getting ready to, you know, start spring ball. We had the jamboree was scheduled on the 14th, and then the opening game was supposed to be on the, you know, the 21st. So, you know, tomorrow we would be playing our second game of the spring season, and you know, all of that's just been kicked off, and you know, so who knows? But I can promise you this: once they open it up, brother, we're gonna find football somewhere.
Yep, we're playing year round, and we're shooting for that number 1 spot in the country.
Hey, but real quick, Coach, playing year round, man. Where are these tournaments being played? Like all over the country?
I mean, everywhere. So we already got scheduled. We're scheduled to be in well, of course, we was going to play through May league, and we're scheduled. We have a tournament that we're going back to in what's that? North Carolina. What's that city? Where they have the race cars at? What's they called? Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte.
So we're scheduled to be in Charlotte in June, and then we're scheduled to be in Dallas in July, and San Antonio and Atlanta early August. You know, so that's before, you know, what regular football even kicks off, right?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Dude, I could barely afford baseball. Imagine playing football. Damn.
Yeah, football gets a little bit expensive, but we're okay.
So you guys went to what, Ohio last year, right?
Yeah.
And talk to us about going to Ohio. How's football over there, man?
You know, I'll tell you this. Well, we ended up playing a team from New York. We played a team from Denver. We played another team from, I think, D.C. And, you know, more importantly than the football part of it was just the overall experience, you know, for the kids, right? I mean, probably 80% of our kids had never been on a plane before. And, you know, we flew them up there, and, you know, we rented some vans and a U-Haul to, you know, pack all of the equipment and stuff like that. We flew into Cleveland, then we drove to Canton.
In a blizzard.
And so, right. Well, no, the blizzard was on the way back, but just the whole experience of, the travel part of it and going to the Hall of Fame. I promise you, no football player or football coach will ever have, or appreciate, the game of football as much as they will, by visiting the Hall of Fame. I mean, it's like you taking a step back to when football, initially, started. The experience of the Hall of Fame, is just unbelievable. And then, playing, there at the facility, and then of course we was fortunate enough to play in the championship game, which took place in Tom Benson Stadium, the Hall of Fame stadium there. And so just experiencing that with the kids was just crazy. And fortunately for all of the kids, before we left, we got to experience snow, lots of snowfall. And so just that overall experience for our kids, our parents, was way much better than just the football itself.
Yeah, it was a pretty good time when we went out there, for the kids especially.
Hey, man, hey, that's awesome. But, hey, Coach, real quick, we're going to have to get you back for our football podcast, the Check Down podcast, which we record on Wednesday. So, man, the people want to see Hilton, man. And I'm telling you the reason why, because you challenged everybody to a 50-piece. So everybody wants a piece, and we need you back on a football podcast, man. How about that? Can we make that happen?
Yeah, we're going to make that happen. Oh, and that's a fact, Jack. We coming, baby.
There you have it, Coach. Hey, I appreciate you, man, taking some time and talking to us.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, brother. We'll see y'all soon.
Okay,
All right,
thank you, Coach.
All right, bye-bye.
Man,
man.
I'm pumped. Should I do 50?
Man.
Steve, are you down for the 50-piece?
What's that?
No.
Oh, okay, my bad. Nah, we ain't down for no 50-piece. Man, that was pretty cool, man. Shoot, I didn't even need headphones to hear him.
Man, that boy was lit.
Hey, he's like that in the store too, man.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, it's contagious, man.
Dude,
It's
look,
contagious.
check it out. We've had Geoff Blum, Astros legend, Vince Blue, that's been on the Vince Blue World Tour.
Right.
And then we just got the most famous
Houston guy. Dude.
top two,
Houston.
him and Mattress Mac, most famous furniture guys.
I remember seeing him when I was
same
little
episode.
with the chainsaw.
Yeah. Right
Hey,
there
that
by
was crazy,
just next
dude.
to Just for Feet, bro.
It's still there.
Yeah. The building's still there. Yeah, but let me tell you something, man. And I told Country this offline a couple of times. When and I didn't remember when he comes on the football podcast, I'll bring it up. I don't think that Coach needs. Coach doesn't get enough credit for what he did during Harvey.
No, he doesn't.
Because everybody was focused on the other guy.
Yes.
And you guys were out there on boats, rescuing people, doing everything that you guys were doing. And I thought that he got unjustifiably not mentioned. And I told you this before.
Yes, you have. Yeah.
And he didn't get enough shine as he should have. Because, like I said, this dude was physically in boats, helping people.
We were out there every day.
Every day.
That's right.
With
Yeah,
all his
he-
trucks.
Yeah.
With all his trucks.
Yeah, he was. And
That's
so,
awesome, man.
so if he ever comes on the football podcast, I'm going to tell him that, because to this day, and that's the only reason why I go to
Southeast
Hilton
legend,
Furniture.
baby.
Yeah.
Southeast legend.
Yeah, he didn't get enough credit, and I remember talking to somebody, and they're like, "Oh man, he didn't do it for credit." Yeah, that's probably true, but at the same time, you still got to acknowledge what he did and what you guys did. And I'll tell, man, Country right here, man. Country's out there in the boat, doing all that stuff, rescuing people, doing all that stuff. So good
Every
job to
day.
you, man.
Every day.
Every single day, man.
I went out there.
Hey, I'm with Sam on this one. I want a 50-piece hot lemon pepper wing
Man,
From Wingstop.
from Wingstop.
from Pluckers?
Oh,
Man.
I don't know, man.
Next
Hey,
time I go to Pluckers, I gotta watch out who I'm sitting next to, man.
watch out.
oh,
Man, Leah Yala, man, and Toño.
yeah, it was your
Toño,
birthday, wasn't it?
Man, they got me, bro. Melendez, man, they got me, man. They made me do the birthday dance and everything after the NIT. But it's all good. That was funny.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna finish this.
Your sweet tarts are going strong, huh?
Wait. Real quick. Those are sweet tarts?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I thought this dude was giving me that heartburn stuff. I'm like, I don't need that. What the hell?
No sweet tarts.
And I'm
dude.
looking at you like, man, what the hell is this dude doing? I thought it was that. What is that? Pepso. Yeah.
Oh, no, man, the sweet tarts, man. But yeah, man. So that was pretty good, man. Hopefully, Hilton can come back on. I just call him Coach, man. I mean, shit. That's. I mean, that's how I know him by now.
But real quick, let's take this time and thank one of our sponsors, Rick Web Design.
Rick Web Design. Yeah, if you guys are looking for a website, and he's going to be working on my C4 website here pretty soon. Contact Chris Webb at Rick Web Design. Like I said last week, and also said last week, man, when you're dealing with 5 guys like us, I mean, and he took the time out and took the effort out to figure out exactly what we needed, what we wanted. Man, he's a good guy, man. So like I said, if you want a new web page, or if you have any questions about anything like that, call Chris Webb at Rick Web Design. Cool guy. I had a conversation with him over the weekend about my C4 website, and so we're gonna get on that because I've been BSing. I haven't liked the first 3 that were sent to me, so hopefully the 4th time will be the charm. So, like I said, contact Chris Webb at Rick Web Design, www.ricwebdesign.com. Rick Web Design. He'll take care of you. Tell him the Wind Up Podcast sent you, and he'll take good care of you. So, Oscar, good show tonight, man. Thanks for showing up finally, dude.
Finally, right?
Yeah, man. Country.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for coming in with the food too, man.
It's good barbecue.
Yeah, and like I said, I just put a post out there and just say, hey, man, bring me some. And he's like, okay, I will. I'm like, oh, shit. Good job.
Saw that.
Robert, I promise I'll get you Hilton.
Robert cried already? I do.
I'll get you Hilton, Bubba.
Hey, I said the text. He said, Rob's going to be pissed. Hey, at least Rob's watching, man. Rob, we got you, man. Come on now. We haven't let you down yet.
He was not watching.
Oh, he wasn't watching?
No, I said, we got Hilton.
Now
on.
he is.
He's like, when? He's like, I go about 10 minutes ago.
It's all right, man.
Hey, Coach Sam, man, that's funny right there, man.
You seen it?
That's funny. But Oscar, man, thanks for showing up.
Yes, sir.
Big Country, thanks once again for the food and filling in, and for getting Hilton, Coach Hilton. Well,
Yeah.
Hilton Furniture. Thanks for getting him on the show. Man, we've been trying to get. Man, dude, we need to play the lotto.
Hey, Robert said he's calling in.
Who's calling in?
Robert, that's what he said.
Okay. Put Robert on the line.
Okay, man, we're trying to cut the show off, and Robert wants to come in the last moment. Jesus.
It's all right though, man. I mean, look, we've made history.
Ain't nobody
today.
else doing anything.
Hey,
We
this
brought
show
in-
These
was
people ain't doing
fire.
nothing.
We brought in 3 legends in one episode.
Yeah,
Fire.
We did.
Who-
Ain't nobody else doing that in Houston.
Nope.
Ain't
Fire.
none.
Nope.
Everybody watching too.
Capital F, capital I, capital R, capital E.
Fire. Man, the only thing we're missing is
Hey, did
some
you?
rapper to pull up.
Hey, did you
Houston
hear?
rapper.
I
Hey,
got you on that one.
Hey,
I got
check.
you on that one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get one. Hey, listen. Did we pay attention to Coach K when he's talking about the North Shore State Championship rings? They're gonna have that be someone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna have,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Sick.
yeah. They're gonna, and it's bigger than last year's ring.
Hey,
So-
real quick, man. Isa wants me to show off the cookie. This is the. Go ahead. Put
S'mores,
this
yeah,
on.
it's up there.
This is a s'more
Ready?
cookie.
Very good.
Okay, right here it's got chocolate chip, marshmallow, and honey grams in the cookie, man. This is fire.
Awesome cookie.
So get your cookie, man. This is one of a kind. It's not even out in the market, bro.
Oh.
Well,
Gil
it
Gil
is.
said on the YouTube that he still owns some of those.
Who?
Gil Avalos.
Oh yeah.
It'll be all right.
Rob's on.
How you
What's up,
doing,
Rob?
Mr. Robert?
What's up?
How you
I
doing,
know.
sir?
What's up with you?
Hey,
We just-
let me tell you guys.
We just
something
finished
real
with
quick,
Coach
okay?
Hilton.
Hey, you know what? I'm upset. All right? hey, I was watching. Damn it! I had to get off the truck because I'm at work right now. I had to get off the truck. So, Country, I don't appreciate you putting me on blast like that, man. Those are my guys right there. No, man. Hey, all I'm saying is great show. By the way, great show.
Thank you, Rob.
That interview earlier was epic. So, but Country,
You're not setting foot into the studio unless you have some brisket with you, dude. Period.
Hey, I'm here now.
I will go lock Junior's front door. I'm not playing.
Hey, Rob, you ain't lying, dude. This dude brought brisket and Hilton.
Dude, that's
tough.
Man,
Coach was biting his lips. He's like, "God damn."
Hey, but Rob,
and I'm gonna tell you a reason why I did that. I'm gonna tell you a reason why I did that.
What's up?
Because you short and ugly, dog.
Hey, I may be short, but I don't know about the ugly part, bro.
The slut.
hey,
What's up?
man, hey, Rob, hey, and you know how Hilton, man. Listen, so how Hilton came about is just how we got Coach K. We had a guest here say, "Hey, call him, check and see if he can come on." And Coach Hilton came on today.
Hey, but he said he's gonna come back on. So
yeah, he said
it's a fact, Jack. You know that's going down.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all good, man. We're all one.
Yeah.
Hey,
we'll get him back.
As long as we can share him, we're good.
I got you, Robert. I got you, bro.
My man.
Minus
hey,
the brisket,
great show,
though.
guys. You guys keep it up. Everybody listening is the best baseball podcast in Texas.
We agree.
If you got a problem with that, then
that comes a fight.
You got 2 words for you. Log out.
You get a 50-piece.
All right, man. Y'all have a great night, man. We'll talk to y'all soon.
All right, Big Rob. Thanks, brother.
All right, bro. Yes, sir.
Damn.
Hey, Miss Beth said, I think Santos just got replaced by Big Country.
Man.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
I agree with her. I agree with her.
I don't know, man.
Hey, how's Santos going to take out Frank the Tank the fish and they ain't catch no fish today?
I saw that.
Wow.
I thought they went to Crenshaw.
I don't know. They went to Crenshaw?
That's what I thought.
Man, I thought they were over there in like Freeport.
Hey, Coach Sam said he's going to send us some homemade smoked sausage.
Ooh, man. Yeah, hey, y'all feel free to send us food, man.
What I should have done is I should have brought that smoked boudin I had.
Ooh, man. God, dog. So he came with food and good guests.
And epic guests.
Yeah. Good job, Country.
Wait till the next one.
Ooh. Man, we're going to have to find out who that is. Joe Garcia.
That's a whole legend.
I'm just messing with you, man. But, hey, it was a good – what was the Essentials Only show?
Essentials only.
Essentials
So we had
only,
to
man.
work today since we're essential business.
Yeah.
Some other.
I got my letter in case. On my way home, I got my letter from work.
I showed it to Junior earlier.
That was
Yeah,
funny.
man. Yeah, so our Essential Only podcast, man, like I said, we're just hanging out, talking about just talking, man. I mean, there's really nothing going on as far as tournament baseball is concerned, or baseball, or any sports in general. So, we're just trying to talk, chop it up, just break the monotony of Netflix, Amazon,
Hulu.
Your
Making
Hulu.
me want to adopt kids.
Yeah, I saw that.
We actually are looking hard into adopting 2 kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's pretty cool, man.
What's up with that Tiger King show everybody's talking about?
Oh, the
I'm
Tiger
gonna watch
King
it tonight.
Epic.
What is that?
Dude, epic. Epic.
I don't know.
It's on Netflix.
For real.
Epic. Epic.
Are y'all really thinking about adopting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now
good.
I'm telling you,
awesome.
we saw that movie the other night, and I
What
made
movie
my
did you see?
wife Instant Family.
Okay.
Man, it breaks your heart.
Is that the
Is it
one
really?
with Mark Wahlberg?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to watch that then.
He owns Shake Shack too.
No, he owns
Shake Shack.
Wahlburgers.
That's
Wahlburgers.
right. That's right, man.
Don't disrespect Shake Shack.
You don't like Shake Shack?
I do. I
Oh,
don't like
so you're saying,
Wahlburgers.
I have seen that at All American.
I have not seen season 2.
Hey, it's pretty cool.
I'm not,
Game of Thrones?
I
Anybody?
have not seen that.
Seen it?
Yeah.
Have not. No,
Game-
it's just
Game of Thrones.
like I said. I just finished 000 on Amazon. So if anybody watches it,
It's shout out time right now.
yeah, it's man.
Yeah, I started on a morning show.
I got it.
You
Morning
start
show.
watching
I
morning
started
show?
watching morning show last
I
night.
forgot. I forgot to announce it. Everybody's listening. Next week, our special guest, 97.5 host AJ Hoffman is in the building.
Yeah,
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
AJ is the real from the Blitz.
yeah, from the Blitz. Yeah. Hey, does his son still play?
Yes, his
He
son
does?
plays for Lynx Baseball.
Okay, yeah,
I want to say
Lynx.
it's 12, 13, somewhere there.
It's he may be 13 if I
13.
remember correctly.
So
Yes.
he's going to be coming on next week, and we're going to have him on the show. So for all
Yeah.
the 97.5 ESPN Houston, the Blitz fans.
Hey, I told you what he put on Twitter about him coming on
It's okay, man.
That was funny, dude.
Yeah.
I can't find that post anymore.
It's all good. We're not a small podcast anymore.
And so, but yeah, so we're gonna have AJ Hoffman next. Man, if we bring a Fed for Fowler, that would be awesome.
Oh, that would be
awesome. that would be really, really good. But so we're gonna have AJ Hoffman's a great guy. Been listening to him since he was in Austin, and so when he came down here, then I mean I don't know the guy. But, man, I like him on the radio, so hopefully he's going to be good on the podcast as he is on the radio.
Oh, yeah,
and then in football, we also have our football one. I don't have the list in front of me, so I don't know who's coming on football. But it'll be on Friday. Wednesday.
Fat Jack.
Hilton, you going to bring Hilton on Friday? I mean, on Wednesday?
I'm going to try.
Yeah, Robert's pretty good at posting up on Facebook on the guests coming up. So.
Man, hey, no BS, no cap. Check Down Podcast, #1 football podcast in Texas. Check them out. We bring the heat every week. Shout out to Roy and Robert.
Yeah, bringing the best guests in the state of Texas. Ain't nobody else bringing you North Shore,
Art Briles,
South Lake Carroll,
Dickinson,
Austin Westlake. Or was it Travis? Which one was it? I can't remember. It was Travis? Yeah, Lake Travis, yeah. So we're bringing you everybody that you need to hear on as far as the high school football side. And so
Robert says it's a surprise.
Okay, good job, Robert. But as far as the Wind Up podcast is concerned, we just keep on doing it, man. We're just trying to do some stuff.
In the next week or so, we will also have bullpen catcher Carlos Munoz coming in.
Yeah. Oh wow!
Yeah, he's coming.
Shout out to him.
Now, is he coming? Because he don't live on this side anymore.
Yeah, he lives in Katy now. He made it very clear. I don't know, either call or come in the studio, but one of those. He'll be joining us in the next couple of weeks. So.
Okay, yeah, because he used to live on this side of town, if I remember correctly.
Pearland, I think.
Pearland? Okay. Yeah. Didn't y'all work out with them?
Yeah, he went. He ran, I think 1 or 2 of our practices.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, when can Nick Saban make it out here?
I have no idea. That ain't ever.
We want to hear from Nick Saban because he's out there photoshopping pictures of me with no reply. So I don't appreciate that. Nick Saban, if you're listening,
that's funny. He's probably
we're waiting for you in the hot seat.
He's asleep. But yeah, man. So thank you two guys for showing up, and we really appreciate it. Julio, anything before we go?
Y'all be safe out there. Stay clean.
Well, what are you doing?
6 foot away. I'm staying home all weekend.
Staying home all weekend. Junior, what are you doing all weekend?
I might take the boat out tomorrow.
I don't know.
Man, I hope you catch some fish.
I might.
Man. Junior, what are you doing this weekend? Chilling?
Yeah, probably going to chill. Maybe just go run somewhere or something.
You going to Matt's house for the barbecue?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Sunday. Yeah.
You
Sunday.
Going too?
Yeah. You're going too.
I'm not going. You know what, Maria Estrada? I do want Carl Crawford on the show because I want to ask him about football and we talked about this on Wednesday. People would say Vince Young is one of the best high school football players in Houston. And I'm going to put Carl Crawford up right with them. But you had to have seen Carl Crawford play. If you saw Carl Crawford play football, you would be in my camp.
Where do you play?
Huh?
Where? What school?
Davis.
Oh, Davis.
Yeah. The dude so he was the first pick in the second round in the MLB draft. Had a football scholarship to Nebraska and a basketball scholarship to, I believe it was UCLA.
Oh, shoot.
So where do you put Andy Dalton?
In football?
Ooh.
He was good, but...
The Red Rifle?
He was good, but...
He had more success than all the other ones.
He was good. I don't think he was the best.
What about Andrew Luck?
He wasn't that good in high school. He was good, but he didn't lead his team anywhere. Neither did Carl Crawford either. Yeah. But I said, it's a debate.
Quick shout out to Katie Blaze.
Okay.
Ryan Nemec.
Oh, good job. But yeah, so we'll see what's up. But you know what? When you come on Wednesday, we'll have that discussion. I like that discussion. Yeah, because I like those Katy teams, man. You think that Katy team would have beat Cedric Benson in that Midland team back in the day?
Oh man, probably not.
You don't think so? That Katy team was good.
Yeah, they were good.
But Benson was just a little bit better?
Yeah, he was just a little bit better. Just a little bit.
And hey, you know what? We'll talk about Region 4 South Texas football.
No, you don't want to talk about that.
South Texas? They got football under?
Hey, they made it they made it up there.
They get to Raymondville?
No, San Antonio.
And
that's it.
They're done.
Once they start playing
good teams.
Yeah, the good teams.
Yeah, I know about that. No, Adam Dunn was good too. Wasn't better than Vince Young though, but he was good. So it's all subjective. So we'll talk about it on the football podcast, and we'll see what happens. But
no love for Jalen Hurts?
Not really.
Damn.
I mean, I didn't really see him that much.
He should have played for Texas.
Al Bundy, best high school football player of all time.
Hell yeah. Agreed.
Oh man, well I think
that's funny.
Yeah, well on that one,
was it 5 touchdowns in one game or something?
Who Al Bundy? Man, I've never watched it.
Al Bundy or Uncle Rico?
Al Bundy all day.
Or Bobby Boucher.
Bobby
Boucher.
Okay.
Oh man, but hey, once again, thanks everybody for tuning in from the Wind Up Podcast. I'm Steve Medina, along with my godson Junior Aguilar, and Julio Ramirez.
Old school.
Thank you for watching. The Wind Up Podcast brought to you by the Wind Up Media Group and all our sponsors: C4 Bat Company, Issa Cookies, Ferrari Michelada Mix, and Rick Web Design. We will be back on Wednesday with the Check Down Podcast, and then back next Friday with AJ Hoffman and a couple other guests. So have a good weekend. Stay safe, 6 feet apart, practice social distancing, stay at home, and support small businesses. We'll see you next week. Thanks.